So welcome everyone to season 33. This is match 25 and I think the first one this season that we stream on FFA Masters League. And with me today Liltik.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
And look who's, I was about to say look who's in the surround, but it's not. It's not Lelu, but it's
Yeah.
Eshan. And yeah, we have a match on Monsoon here, which is a map I really like. And I mean, of course, it's not balanced from a spawn perspective, and we have like I don't think this is the worst spawn. Those aren't the worst spawns that you can get here. But of course, it's pretty hard for Eshan in this case to be in the middle. But yeah, we'll talk a bit about the map, but let's start with the players first. So
Yeah.
we have Leluaami, the Finnish Youngblood, and very strong elf player in the top left here. Right next to him in the surround, we have Eshan from the US, as usual, played random, and is an FML winner, won the previous season. And then we have Airenikus here, also pretty strong, and from Russia, spawning in the bottom left here, he picked Org. And then last but not least, from the US also, our admin colleague Red, who said he slept very badly last night and just woke up, so maybe he can get a bit of a break here, being alone on one side.
Yeah, and Red as well, he seemed a bit scared going into this game because the cast is really tough, especially for the late game, because all the free players on the left are very try-hard and they know their stuff well. So it will be really hard to win, even though he has great position, arguably the best one of all the players, maybe even better than Leilu, just because he's not spawned next to Eshan, who might try to fight out of his surround. So at least he's got that going for him right from the start.
Yeah, I wrote earlier in chat that I think it's actually, or it can turn against you that if you spawn alone on the other side, if you're playing with experienced players. Like on ladder, this was always like a free win map if you spawned alone on one side. But in FML, players will realize that you are on your own. So usually, in many cases, if not most, I think the player cross map or the player with one side on his for him alone can get teamed very hard late game just for that reason. So
yeah, it could be other players, sorry for that, could expect he has way more gold than he actually will have, for
exactly.
example.
Yeah, that's why I think this map is, like, I personally, for example, I think it's much easier to play here from a surround perspective compared to, for example, Silver Pine Forest, where, like, it's all much more closely together, while here, I think your cross-map expansion is, like, super far away. Like, of course, it takes some time to get it, but usually you can stitch together quite a nice creep route still. To get cross map and get your expo there, and then that expo is pretty safe usually, so not only can you like mine comparatively safely, but also you can even rebuild very nicely cross map.
And the players went for some really interesting heroes. It's both Eshan as Night Elf and Red as Undead went Dark Ranger first on this map. I never saw this map actually being played. I think I never like observed the game being played here, so maybe Dark Ranger is a good on this map, I don't know.
Yeah, we have a lot of very strong creep camps, so I think Dark Ranger is a valid choice here.
So maybe play. Sorry for that, because I wanted just to say that Leilu went for File first, so
yeah,
that's quite good for creeping as well. So maybe.
Yeah, so we have very interesting heroes. So we have two Dark Rangers here, and we have a Fire Lord and a Farseer. So yeah, definitely good options for creeping, better than the default ones. I still think Tinker is, like, it's a great map for Tinker, I feel. So not a huge fan of Dark Ranger, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Maybe players could be afraid of going Tinker, because these days it has the reputation of, being teamed for, so might not be so eager to go for it every map.
Yeah, I mean, I love this. I love to see this, and I think Dark Ranger, I think, is not as stupid late game as Alchemist. So I think it's slightly less OP because like Dark Ranger dies a bit more quickly, and
Yeah, for sure doesn't have the DPS.
yeah, and I mean, at least you can't charm mechanical units. That doesn't really matter, I guess, with those matchups here.
And there's no human, so.
Ooh, and we see Airenikus here crossing Nightwing.
A little clash on the right side. But I really doubt there's gonna be anything coming out of this.
Yeah, I absolutely don't think, like, it's so risky on this map to try to force someone into a TP, because if you have to TP, you're so far off. Like, if one of those players has to TP home, it's taking that player an eternity to get back to the eastern side.
Basically everything would be crept before you would come back.
Yeah.
Airenikus is getting a bit unlucky because now he goes to the other side and he sees Lelu there, so.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he's not just going for the red spot here, because not only is that expo more safe, I think it has more gold also, hasn't it? I think it has, or no, I think it also has 50k.
Sure.
But it's more safe, and I think he can creep it with what he has. Like with 4 headhunters and...
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
They have like great DPS for creep. So
Yeah,
what do you think about Farseer for Orc? Do you personally like it?
I think it's a really bad hero for FFA, honestly.
Really?
Especially against... I have seen players make it work, and late game, of course, it can be nice for base race, but like Farseer dies so quickly to less chimeras and to a nuke, so not a huge fan. I think for Orc, it's really about like Alchemist or Blade Master, because you need the damage or the damage from one of those heroes.
So you don't like Dark Ranger Orc either?
Not so much, no.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to say, because I mean, I remember so many cool games where well, played Dark Ranger, but then again, I think in most cases it was like a great Orc player that made it work, that could have made other heroes work as well. Yeah. So I mean, we also saw a lot of Pit Lord games for some time, and that was also pretty awesome to watch. But,
oh yes, Orc Pit Lord is amazing, but it's rarely seen these days.
Yeah.
But I personally kind of warmed up to the Farseer. I used to really hate it. I used to trash on it for being like the worst hero in the game. But I don't know, it kind of... The level 3 wolves are really good in ladder style games. But I guess in FML you can't just lame players over and over without them getting really mad at you. So might not be the best here.
Yeah. Well, we see an early creep here of the red spot in the south, also by red. I mean, not that early, but still, it's getting it nicely with his life drain. Dark Ranger, interesting to see life drain here. He's losing at least one fiend, and this might turn to slaughter here. Like, he has no coil yet, and
went for Crypt Lord second, so he's not gonna have probably not gonna have Dreadlord or even Lich, most likely.
Ooh, and all these units might die here if he's not careful. Let's see.
One shockwave away.
Yeah. He should focus on the big one. Like, this is so... Ooh.
And the Crypt.
Wow,
oh, okay.
That was so close.
But he might still... He should be fine now with the Mask of Death. Kind of an unlucky drop. 400.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, unless he's picking something fancy as a third hero, but...
Yeah. I really doubt he would go Alchemist first.
Yeah. What did Crown of Kings for Airenikus in the north, which obviously it's way better.
Yeah, that's amazing for any hero in any race.
Yeah.
There's no marketplace, right, on this map?
No.
So yeah. So
and also even something we haven't mentioned yet, that there's no Shredder on this map, which of course makes this by default a very bad map for Orc in particular. But usually it's a map, like you have a lot of trees and you have usually a lot of time on this map. So it's still, of course, it's a disadvantage for Orc, but...
Yeah, as you mentioned it, I just noticed, look at Airenikus' gold and wood counts, for
Yeah.
example. Already he has some wood troubles.
Yeah, it's tricky for Orc here. And like Airenikus, really, like I find it very interesting that he's not trying to get that second expo, because like he could have gotten this one.
He's
and
gonna be way behind now.
yeah, and he's going, like he's behind on every expo. Also, he did not pull a Peon North when he grabbed this, so he really failed to get that second expo in time. So I think he's forced to fight Red very soon, and Red also only with one expo on his side. So Red...
Oh no, he has a second one in
yeah, but he's just building it. But
yeah.
I find it very interesting that Red is not really utilizing the advantage of having the side. So I think he could have even potentially gotten like this expo first and then his natural second.
For sure. At least the one above him, like Eshan, would have no chance to keep it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something yeah. I mean, you should always go for the greedy expansion first if like you are at risk of not getting a second one easily. And here we see, yeah, Airenikus is at 50 supply still, but I think he can just take this expo from Red and he can't do anything about it. And I think Red was, like Airenikus is quite happy to face Red here. And like that is also good for us, I guess, because we can see a fight between Eshan and Lelu, who already had a bit of a banter in Discord earlier.
And it's gonna be nice because they have vastly different heroes.
And also, yeah, strategies. There is, I mean, I don't know. Both have Ancient of Lords, and Eshan is going for bears. So
I would say that indicates that they expect them to go against each other. Because I think like Dryas bears are usually better in Elf Mirror than against other races. I'm not an expert, but I think it's usually what they...
I think against Orc that has a lack of lumber, I guess you can make it work. But it's... Yeah, I think it's both fine.
Eshan has pretty nice drop in the Django of Endurance as well. It's a great item on a map without marketplace.
Yeah. Yeah, so in general on this map, there is, like, we like to play this old... I mean, not everyone likes to play it. Some players hate it. But this is the old version, the initial version. In the latter version that Blizzard changed or created some years ago, we saw... they swapped the shops and the mercenary camps, so and I think that's really bad for FFA. And we see an attack here by Lelu on that remote expansion here. I find that a pretty interesting call.
Yeah, and Eshan already calling that he's dying to Evil Kid.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure what Lelu is doing here, because he's splitting his priestess, so that priestess is going to die, I guess.
She's hiding, and I guess there's no lab, so you can't reveal it.
Yeah, but Lelu is not really achieving much here. Canceling that expo is not a big deal, I feel, and I think he's just winning time, basically.
You're gonna waste some items for sure.
Yeah.
Waste an invul and a TP. And as well, he basically just destroyed the mine, but the Wisp detonated and killed maybe, I don't know, 5 Trends and one Lava Spawn.
Yeah, so I think it was a bad call. I mean, Eshan so far has not restarted the Entangle, but...
But in the long term, as long as you can keep it, it doesn't really matter, so... It costs nothing to Entangle it again. I would say very good for him.
I like how Eshan is already starting basically a second map cross, a second base cross map. I think it's a bit greedy because it's still pretty early and it takes a long time for units to get to you. And also, like, what do you think about his decision to invest into Ancient of Winds so much? I think if you want to go for that early engagement, you should focus on Ancient of Lores. So I'm not a huge fan of getting the Chimera Roost and stuff.
I don't know, let me just interrupt because there's a fight going on between Airenikus and Red. And so far it's pretty even, I would say. Nothing big yet happened.
Yeah, those
Red Rider's
threats do
gonna
not really
fall.
make a lot of sense, do they?
Yeah, and at the same time, Eshan and Lelu are fighting. But in Ishan's base, I accept Eshan to easily hold that.
No.
Because, okay, at least we can talk about it more, about the Engines of Wind. I don't think there's a real need of 6 Engines of Wind if you don't need to pump hippos really fast, so...
Yeah, and you don't have the goal to, like, you have to commit to one unit type anyways, and I think if you're fighting the elf, there's no need to go for it.
Or sure,
More
because
than
he's
one.
even... Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
He's not even going for Chippo, so it really makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean he has one Chimera Roost now, but I don't really think it's making that much sense. And I think he could have gotten way more units until now instead of like of course he wanted to stay on 50, but I think he's not well prepared, and I'm not really sure why he has hippos and not like a few more bears.
Maybe he didn't scout it because he doesn't have a priestess. I'm not sure, but and as well, the second base on the other side of the map, I can see it as a if you die in your surround that you can have something to hang on to.
Yeah.
But it definitely is costly for him. He might not be able to pump enough army if he just basically has to not lose this fight, and then he's completely fine. But as long as he loses it, he won't have gold to pump units so fast.
Yeah.
I think this fight will be pretty easy to defend. I think the other one is gonna be more interesting potentially. Because I don't think any heroes will die in Nishan's base.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you think so?
Well, I have my camera there, and Lelu has just like 4 talents and
Okay.
his heroes there, so...
I'm on the right side. I'm on that
Yeah.
blue
I
against purple
just
side.
stopped with my camera there, and Eshan has like bears and dryad already. Against 5 talents, I think he's gonna be fine. Because Lelu's supply is gonna be tied up in the mines as well. He has 5 mines, so that's 25 wisps, maybe 10 wisps on wood or something. And I don't think he would go 100 in this situation, so his army will be very small.
All right. At least he doesn't
Let's see
go.
who is most prepared after the pause.
Yeah, I think the fight here on the right side is definitely turning into Airenikus' favor.
Because Red is in one place with all the fiends. Gonna get picked up very quickly if he doesn't move
Yeah.
there.
And yeah, that's amazing. If you the Decisive.
Got an invul, nice invul pop. And the Undead without DK aura is so painfully slow.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why
needs...
Red is fighting this. I think he should have seen this coming.
Yeah. At least he didn't lose hero, so he's alive for the moment. I think Airenikus will be satisfied with a bit of experience for now.
Yeah, and Eshan is not doing a good job focusing the right stuff here. I think he, like the hippos again, as we saw yesterday in the match, are completely useless. I think fairy dragons, as always, would be way more useful against those talents and riots. So 4 fairy dragons would have made a huge difference here. And instead he's focusing a lot the mountain giants a lot instead of anything else.
Just playing into their strength, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, Lelu is really mastering this Night Elf Mirror army, I must say. In the Back to Warcraft game, he performed very well with this type of army as well.
Yeah, he's playing it very well, but also I think Eshan is making it quite easy for him in this one. I mean, now I still think he can fight back.
He drained 6 Moonwells, so the home advantage might still prove good enough to defend.
Yeah, the Penna almost dying. 4 HP, 3 HP. Wow, that was so close.
Yeah, that would be huge.
I always forget the... Is it Incinerate? I always forget the name.
Soulburn, yeah.
Soulburn,
Incinerate
yeah.
is the
other one.
like the flaming arrow type.
The attacking thing, yeah. I always confuse them.
And look at this. Nice touch by Lelu, I must say.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's no way Eshan can quickly do something about it. But he should be able to make a Chimera and...
Eshan in high upkeep now, and Lelu is he? Yeah, Lelu is in upkeep only, so definitely good.
Huge gold advantage. And another fight between Red and Airenikus. And again, the level 1 DK is not cutting it so far. It's gonna drop soon. Oh yeah, DK is down. Life drain on Tauren is cute, but it's not gonna be enough in this fight. One more stomp and many fiends could die.
Ooh,
Nice stasis trap as well.
The keeper being forced into a very late TP, and this is a tricky one here for Eshan. And I think he could have easily defended this with a bit of a different army comp.
Yeah, for sure. The hippos were a really wrong investment here.
Yeah. He has 2 chimeras now cross map, but now he's cross map with like those chimeras. Do you think he will just...
honestly looks like he will abandon the base.
Yeah, I think so too. And maybe that's not the worst call.
Yeah.
But
Would be
he has-
pointless to just lose more heroes now.
I mean, yeah, he has no gold anyways to pump more units. He's 71 supply, and of that, like 3 hippos here and a lot of wisps. Yes, plenty of wisps, so there's really no way for...
Red is trying to use this for some
Yeah.
relief from the fight.
Airenikus should just finish him. I mean, there's still... It's so juicy to kill this 70 supply army here.
Or at least, yeah, get some more experience from these fiends, because they really drop fast and give up.
Yeah, if Airenikus... I mean, he has docks he has docks on the map, so he should scout this. And if I see this cross map for Eshan, like, he should know that he can continue on red for at least some time.
At the same time, I think Lelu should definitely go for Ishan's right inside base.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless he's getting hit by other players, there's no point not to press the advantage.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he's just gonna get this harass in all the time. I think it's quite lucky for him that he plays elf, because elves don't... how they have the workers hidden in the mine, they don't just feed experience. It's not so annoying to deal with, and you can detonate them if worst comes to worst, like he does now.
Interesting how Eshan got his Dark Ranger to level 5. I didn't quite get how he did that, but it's not bad to have her level 5.
Well, she had really good creeping. Dark Ranger usually, how she creeps so fast, she has like more experience than the usual like distribution of the experiences between their 3 heroes. So.
Interesting. So Airenikus is moving now to take the natural expansion here of Eshan, and in return for helping, as I understand it.
Only 6,500.
And this is a very tricky situation for Lelu now, because I mean he will continue, I guess, but still, I mean, he's losing some mines, so it's very
I lost 2 mines, and now he's gonna have Eshan like manipping on him, which can be very naughty, because obviously Eshan is a very experienced FFA player, so he will call out everything that's important. So. And he still he gets to keep this natural expansion for now. But Lelu is building another ancient protector there, so he knows about it. For a moment I just thought he forgot about it. But it's still not great for Eshan, because building this whole new base, it costs a lot. Might have cost him like 3,000 or something.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that was a very important,
But the Chipo now, just massacring all of Lelu's ground army in an instant.
You should focus the Dryads though with everything that's not there, I think.
Yeah. But he's gonna kill all the Talons, all the bears.
Staff on the cameras. Level 4 on the Panda, no dispel yet? Now dispel.
He's brave playing with the Fire Lord, but right now it's not the best situation for him.
Panda walking back in. And getting 1 Chimera on the way out.
Yeah, at least the consolation prize.
Yeah, now it's way easier for Eshan to kill off any expansions here in the north from Lelu with those chimeras. It's an amazing map to play air units, and a horrible map for ground units.
I agree, it's almost impossible to catch the chimeras when they're, for example, here.
Yeah, I absolutely, that's why I absolutely love to play play on this map because it's so easy to... I mean, base race is not that easy because you have those chokes into the main bases, and there's only one way in and one way out usually, but of course with air units you can make a lot of things happen.
You can see Red is trying to sneak this mine because the other players are fighting, so nice try by him because Lelu might just ignore it. Because he probably feels the need to finish Eshan with Eshan like maniping against him now. Because, you know, you don't want to have one player constantly on you, like commentating every move that you make. But it will be really difficult. I'm not sure if he can actually win fights anymore. When Eshan is camping in his nice base here. He has better hero levels now. He has the panda that Lelu is lacking. I don't think he can take him out as it is now.
But he shouldn't start this fight without his cameras here.
They focus on the keeper. Might buy. Okay, bought an invul. Ah,
Wow,
yes.
that was second too late.
Nice attack from the Fire Lord. I must say the right click damage is quite impressive from this hero with the Priestess aura. Do you think he lost the keeper out intentionally? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think it was just a mistake.
I think it was a mistake or maybe lag. And yeah, this pause manip will.
Oh yeah.
Will be the first warning.
Yeah, I forgot it's forbidden.
Every season again.
Yeah. You just forget it when you play ladder, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely shouldn't write this kind of stuff. It's okay if you ask how the day goes for the other players, but
Yeah, exactly. But there's a gray area where it becomes like we had some cases in the past where like it was like you would think it was not directly game related, but then some other player thought it's like trying to be nice to one player just for like in-game reasons, and then like anything can turn against you in FFA.
the Fire Lord has like amazing attack speed. I think it must be one of the biggest attack speed in the game. But his base damage is really low on the other hand, so he needs these items to increase the damage.
Yeah, it's very hard to stack your hero on this map. I guess you could buy some circlets if you really wanted to.
But he found a Helm of Valor, which is effectively a Crown of Kings, so that's a nice drop for the Fire Lord, at least.
True. And yeah, I really don't understand why Eshan took this fight here without the cameras.
I guess he was a bit overconfident when he had bigger hero levels. Just wanted to scare Lelu away.
Yeah.
But got punished because the Keeper is a very weak hero. He just dies so fast.
Yeah, for sure. And this is exactly why I like this map so much, especially for observing, because you have this shifting back and forth from one side to the other, and you have those expansion changes. Like you see now, all of a sudden, like now Airenikus has like the left side here, while he hasn't even fought for it. Like he just took it. So you have. That's why I really enjoy it. To see.
Sometimes it just falls in your hands.
Yeah, and the dynamics are great on this map because like
Iron is in a great spot now.
For sure.
Forces are under
Have they officially pieced? I think so, right?
Yeah. But they basically pieced when Eshan's main died. That's a long time ago.
And then Airenikus did not really have these 80 supplies, so maybe he wants to fight. And now 0-1. Eshan is trying to defend this, but against only fires, this will be a lot harder here.
So be careful with the Priestess. Okay, nice invul. Can definitely bring a Chimera down or two, or make them step home. The Priestess is gonna be running out soon. Okay, scroll healing.
I think he's diving way too deep here. Why would he do that?
He's trying to get the Chimeras or something, but I don't know. He really has not much anymore. He just has 4 dryads.
And no fairy dragons. I can only repeat myself that fairy dragons are great against dryads. And
You must just make some seminar talking about
yeah,
it.
I mean, it's so old school. Like some old school players used it most of the time only if they faced undead late game and you just didn't want to like sacrifice units into Lich, so like into Nova. But it's so great against Dryads too until you're facing like a Demon Hunter level 6.
Yeah.
Of course, then Fairy Dragons become really bad, but it's a great option against Dryads.
I mean, Foggy plays it in 1v1 in Elf Mirror sometimes. I've seen it from him and he definitely was good.
Yeah, and I think even in 1-on-1 it's sometimes a bit underrated. Against Dragonhawks and against Dryads, that's like your best option as Elf.
Yeah, because Dragonhawks, they are really good against Dryads.
Yeah.
Usually. From what I've
Also,
seen,
yeah.
so. But Lelu is appearing to be kind of successful with pushing.
Yeah, the Panda is getting a TP here transferred, but that... Ooh, the Keeper almost dying, but
Yeah.
we'll see
It's
if
fine.
he dies nonetheless.
The town is
And
under siege.
Eshan is not pumping. I'm a bit surprised to see that. I mean, he could easily try to defend this if he
Yeah, he
used...
still has 3,000.
Exactly, and he's not building any units. I guess he's
Player's
just
forces are
trying
under
to...
attack.
It hurts losing this expansion right
Yeah.
now.
A lot.
Oh, and Irene is pushing. I completely missed that. He's actually pushing red space now.
Yeah.
Decided to stop being inactive. Maybe he even wants to drop to 50 for a while. So he's using the fight, but he might just steamroll here. Healing ward in the front, but so far surviving. Completely negates the life drain. It's just ghouls fighting. This is like just cleanup. Yeah, he really wants that Farseer level 5 that he has now. I assume he would go for the wolves because the Invis wolves are really nice for scouting. That's the DK with the chain lightning.
The player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, he's. I would say he's storming red nicely. For now. Probably anticipates that Lelu will be wanting to finish Chen.
Yeah, I wonder if Lelu would stop here if he's just so committed to just kill Eshan. And finally we see some fairy dragons. Yay.
I think Lelu is kind of a confident player.
Yeah,
Because
but-
he's
yeah.
having lots of successes, so he might be confident in finishing Eshan and going for 1v1 against the Orc.
Yeah, but I
Not
don't
too
think he
sure.
can finish this quickly with Dryads. It will take forever for those buildings to fall.
And Eshan is getting Dark Ranger level 6 now. So
Yeah,
it's
before the Fire Lord level 6, so I don't think he will be able to push into this. And
so
the
charming
Chimeras-
one Dryad after another will be easy for him.
And the Chimeras will be a pain. Absolute pain. And
He still
nice-
hasn't charmed an unit, I think.
But now nicely focusing down the Dryads, and look what
Yes.
those fairy dragons can do.
You mean the one that's still
It
alive?
was 3.
Oh, okay.
But that's 2.
Player's forces are under attack.
Solver level 3.
The town is under siege.
But feels a bit underwhelming compared to Breath of Fire.
And now Airenikus is scouting this fight with his dog, and he will see Eshan dominating this fight somewhat.
Yeah. Which might be at least good for Lelu, because
Yeah, for sure.
it
Better
won't
than-
seem like he's totally like finishing him.
Yeah, better than the fight before, yeah, for sure.
And economically, it's great for Lelu now. Again, because Eshan is not mining 1 mine on it is like nothing. Lelu still has what, 5 running mines now? But hey, it looks he's doing good because he has the Dark Ranger on 6, so
Yeah, and Lilo is TPing back in just with his heroes and 2 Dryads, so he...
just wants to drain this expansion for as long as possible.
Yeah, I would like to see Eshan sending a Chimera here to kill this Expo with just the Chimeras. Like, they don't do that much in those fights anyways. Like, send
Yeah, and
hippos
Lelu
and
has no
chimeras.
hippo, so he would not stop it in time, probably.
Yeah. So just send Chimeras with a couple of hippos so you can attach them and kill those 2 Expos here. That would hurt a lot. Or
I
even-
like the TP, by the way, to the expansion.
Yeah, I
Because
mean-
of 300 he spends, like, he took way more away from Eshan
Yeah.
with this move.
I'm not sure why Eshan pulled back here. I mean, why isn't he just going in?
Well, his panda is still dead, so
Yeah, but still, I think he could. Like, it's 2 dryads. He could still kill some stuff, I guess.
gonna dispel the summons for some RSP. Should definitely try to steal the Dryad so he can get it off cooldown again. Not using the charm very much yet.
Yeah, definitely something he should do more. I would probably do. Now he
Okay,
does.
there it is. Also, it's great that it's Elf Mirror because he's gonna have the upgrades. If you charm a unit that's not from your race, you don't have the attack and armor upgrades, so it's a nice touch.
I mean, I guess I would still like take a dog over a dryad or
Yeah.
a worm over a dryad.
Yeah, of course, the
so-
casters, they're usually better
Town is
utility.
under siege.
Oh, I love to when I played Dark Ranger in the past, like when I started FFA, I played Dark Ranger quite a lot, and it's so amazing to get like a dog and have your wards everywhere.
Yeah.
As
Or a priest for inner fire. Or
yeah,
shaman for
usually
bloodlust
like
chimeras.
that required some micro to like spell it on the units. I preferred like a dog that I can send around while I'm just typing in my base.
Fights on both sides again.
Yeah,
Iron is just foaming.
not really a fight here in the south, it's just Airenikus toming.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
nice fight here for Lelu, it seems. And yeah, those chimeras are only feeding, I feel, and nice volcanoes.
Oh yeah, that will stun so many units actually. But his heroes are low, so he had to stop it already.
Diving into the priestess, but not going to get her, and
Supply-wise, pretty even, but Eshan has no gold left.
yeah, and Lelu is in high upkeep, should drop quickly here,
The
but
player's forces are
I
under
think he
attack.
really wants to go for the kill here, so he's gonna TP right in, but I don't think he makes it in time. Lucky for Eshan, because that would be really almost impossible to deal with. Oh, I guess he still has Moon Juice, but not so much of it. Yeah, Iron. It's really nice for Orc players when they have the time to develop everything. It's a very slow race to keep going. I think partly that's the reason why it doesn't do so well in FFA. But when it gets going, it's really strong.
yeah, the issues are mostly early on because of lumber and later on because of lack of efficient anti-air. So that's
Yeah.
usually how you die, right?
But if there's Orc that's dominating, he can actually win
Yeah.
like 1v2 some games.
Yeah. Agreed. I think it's easier if you have like a different first hero, but
Oh yeah, for sure. With Blade Master it's gonna be better, but
yeah. But if, of course, if you, as long as you have an army, he is like a great spot to fight any of these enemies here. I guess 100 supply chimeras could still hurt him a lot, but we'll see.
the DK feels like me on a Monday morning, died again on level 1.
Yeah. And he's doing Airenikus is doing a great job here, homing red. Do you think he's potentially taking this too far and
No, I
risking?
don't think so, because Red isn't talking about it so much.
Yeah.
Usually, if the player is like silent about it, why not? You know, no one really knows what's happening, to what extent it's happening.
Yeah. And I guess, I mean, Airenikus is slowly but steadily running out of mines. I guess if he's if he has mined out the south here, maybe he's just trying to kill red off.
Experience.
Yeah, because I mean at some point it's risky to keep someone barely alive, right? Because he will not be a big help, but he could potentially hurt you.
And another big fight of the elves. Lelu bringing 3 mountain giants to the fight now to soak up the Chimera damage. Could see another volcano for a moment before it's cancelled by an entangle. And Eshan is getting to trouble territory here.
Town is under siege.
Because every unit he loses, he just can't replace, basically. That's an expensive one, the Mountain Giant.
And I mean Lelu could have finished him way more quickly, right? If he had just gotten a 100 supply army right away, but he
Yeah,
did
maybe.
not. So I think he tried kind of the same as Airenikus did, but
I think he's not a player that likes to go 100 quickly like Quest. I think Lelu plays it more. I
Yeah.
prefer on 80 as well, so I understand.
But in this case, I mean, do you think he's in a good spot against Airenikus if red and
I guess it really depends on how they will fight. If they go 1v1, it's pretty even, I would say now.
yeah, I think so
The
too.
problem is Lelu has to finish Eshan before Iran finishes red, which might be still tricky. So Eshan will definitely not give up as long as he has a chance to victory.
But on the other side, red has 6k gold.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the wood.
Yeah,
And like,
not at all.
but I guess he has this
Player's force
tiny
of
little
the
base
town
to
is
survive
under
though.
siege.
He should get some ghouls there ASAP.
And again, DK on level 1 gonna die again for him.
He should TP out of there and just get some ghouls.
Yeah, for sure. Just salvage whatever is left. And Dark Ranger doesn't have Black Arrow now. He can have the orb on it. Yeah, but the Fiends, Fiends, they just aren't gonna cut it at this point. Not a great FFA unit in the late game.
Yeah, not at all. Maybe for weapons.
Not his fault though, he can't make anything else probably, but making
Yeah.
a worm against mass headhunters would be just suicide, so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, there are only 2 headhunters left, so I guess worms. I would go for worms. I mean, this is like the last resort. Just pump worms.
At least it would make him pop the Bat Riders, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he needs 100 supply army to get like one good fight at least, and even that could be difficult. But Airenikus is down to 66 supply, so I think Airenikus is on the brink of dropping to 50. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe one good fight, but
These Fiends, they're just gonna get obliterated by Chain Lightning and Stomp.
wow, and they piece, and Airenikus is actually giving that expo back to him. Really surprised by that.
I don't know how much gold is there, but yeah.
2k, 3k.
Not bad. 3k isn't bad.
Yeah.
And Eshan is still holding on, still defending, so could go either way. But actually, I have to admit that this game is really fun so far. So the map choice maybe was really good. Even though I
Monsoon
never.
is always good. Like, I've rarely seen bad, and I remember so many awesome situations on this map. I remember I think it was the first FML season that was an admin, or was it the second, where I don't think it was you, right? It was another human who went. No, it was Slythe, I think.
It wasn't me for
Who
sure.
went for Invis Mass Mortar on
Yeah, this wasn't. I wasn't even around.
Yeah, no, it was I think 2018 or something. Mass Invis Mortar cross map on Rectify's main base, I think it was. Was it Rectify? I think it was.
And another push with 4 mountain giants this time. Just gotta be careful about the keeper.
Beautiful volcano here in the back, so love to see that.
So far not being silenced or entangled, but focusing the other heroes to try to force him back.
Should use the
This is really close to dying. From the staff, yeah. Nice.
could have used this well there.
And again, nice how he uses the hide is very impressive because there's just no way to reveal it for Eshan. It's like an invulnerability potion that lasts forever.
Yeah.
And he managed to kill Ishan's keeper. Firelord 7 is huge. And Charming and Dryad is nice, but it's nice when you're fighting evenly, but when you're getting destroyed, it's not gonna make a difference. He just TP's back again. Probably gonna try again in a minute, I would say.
Yeah. Interested to see if Airenikus is scouting, like to which degree Airenikus was scouting in the north of the map. If he's aware that everything is basically in the hands of Lelu.
I think it just boils down to if they are confident of beating each other in one. Sometimes it can happen that both the players are confident and they will, like, let the others die.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And I think Lelu and Eshan have a bit of a feud ongoing. So, oh, TP back in almost.
Well, yeah, when you fight for so long, it's not easy to piece.
And
Eshan would
the-
obviously like to because he's low on gold, but Lelu probably will try to finish this a bit stubbornly.
Then they already had this before the game, so
And
yeah.
Eshan, he could always manage to mine the gold and pump the new units, but now his mine has dried out. He's trying to build the second one, but there's only 4k remaining in that. So he will only mine like 3k from it since he's in upkeep.
Yeah.
So that's basically one last 100 supply for him and then with the gold. So if Lelu can still continue uninterrupted, then he should be able to either finish him or make him just run with the heroes.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really surprised how Red got to 8k gold now and staying on 50. Like, is Airenikus continuing here? I guess he might.
Yeah, might just be time for another round.
Town is under
This
siege.
is just devastating at this
He
stage.
should just TP out and let it die, I guess.
Yeah.
A player's forces are
Bit
under attack.
greedy potentially here by Red to stay on 50. I mean, he should not stay on 50, I guess, because he has the goal to get like 100 supply.
Finally, he hasn't been calling it for a while, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Lelu
Oh,
will
and
care.
I missed that completely, that the Dark Ranger has died.
Oh yeah, another attack here, I missed it too.
Town is under siege.
That's a big trouble if she died.
And that was the Airenikus here with a... I think Airenikus should, unless he feels super confident against Lelu, he should write, I guess, that either he's going to help soon or... I don't know.
I guess from his perspective, it won't make sense that you're confident, because he might comfortably, without like interruption, the whole game.
Yeah.
Yes, Orc, it's nice late game race, so... But
Lelu,
Lelu I think Lelu, I would say he just wants like Eshan out of the game before because he's very good in late game and he doesn't want a great late game player in the game. So he will also try to finish Eshan for sure. Eshan has to start hiding, he's one tree of life here. Another wisp going here, but I think not so easy to hide on this map.
A
It's
player's
quite open.
forces are under attack.
I think it is. It's a huge map, so I think it is a good map to hide, I think, but it's not the best map to rebuild. Like in this situation where like everyone is spread out. But I guess
Yes. Yeah, sorry. For what I meant is the trees they are pretty thin on this map, so you can't hide the elf trees.
it depends.
here.
I mean, here for example, you can get very far in the bottom left. So like,
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Players'
Yeah,
forces
it's actually
are under
great.
attack.
yeah,
Great
there's some pretty nice spots here. Also, if you hide like behind this tree line, for example.
Yeah.
Town is under siege.
There's
Hard to
some
spot.
cool places to hide that are
Okay, and Iron finally decided to help Eshan.
wow,
Or he might just... No, okay, he just helped.
interesting.
It's a bit surprising, yeah.
I mean, we see this very often recently that someone is helping in 4 ways, and I think in this case, I mean, Red is not really big of a help anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe he just wants to use Eshan because he's understandably gonna try to just weaken Lelu as well after being attacked by him the whole
Yeah.
game. So.
But Eshan knows
Makes
that,
sense.
like, Eshan will not just give the free win to Airenikus, I think.
Yeah, for
so.
sure.
It's
He will always play for his win, obviously.
yes, I think it's hard for Airenikus.
But it's gonna be extremely harsh for him. Sorry for this.
No worries. Yeah, I think Airenikus will have a hard time like utilizing Eshan here for a long time.
Problem is Eshan needs 4 extra moon wells and to sell all the items to get back his hero, his best hero for the late game, which can charm units. Oh yeah, now he wants to help Iron finish Red so he can at least get to the freeway where you always kind of have a chance
The town is under siege.
for Red.
This always like this feels really bad. Bad always like to be finished by one strong player and by a weak player that just wants you out first.
The thing is, Lelu won't give Eshan this respite, at least for Red. He's gonna go for his buildings again. But yeah, this Tree of Life, since it's in Eshan's original base, might not be the first place where you would look for it, so...
Yeah, and
Hide for a
Lelu is
while.
not scouting a lot, I guess. I mean, he has an owl, but it's not just like the owls are not moving a lot here.
Yeah.
He's not moving
Players'
them well.
forces are under attack.
And Eshan is trying to grab this, which would be very nice for him, because it's a huge difference if you have 1,500 and 300 gold. So if he can get that, then he can get his hero comfortably at least, and wait for the ultra late game, where he might have a chance. It's true, Lelu has 2 victories as well, I believe.
Yeah.
So actually not terrible to go for the top score as well.
Players'
Yeah,
That
Lelu
would
is-
practically guarantee him a playoff space.
Yeah,
I mean,
playoffs,
not in the
yeah.
finals, but like
Yeah,
playoffs.
playoffs for sure. But I think like he plays so well currently. I think it's. I would be really surprised if he would just. I mean, if I was in his shoes, I would totally go for like a final spot.
Yeah, of course, like he's always got that mindset of trying to win every game, so
Yeah,
which is
but-
very nice for observing. And the level 1 DK again. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Ledu hated so much on this map. So yeah.
This is gonna be tricky for him now, because Eshan is gonna survive for. I think now it's pretty set in stone that he can't just finish the trees quickly. They're gonna be tough.
And he's interesting that Ledu is trying to save red now. I guess it's more or less.
Makes sense.
Wow, what a starfall here. Oh, almost killing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, if he had TP'd like 3 seconds later, a lot of
He
this
would have
stuff.
lost everything.
Yeah.
Like this, it's no big deal. It's 1 TP and 1 healing ward almost.
Imagine he would have Panda first. Like Panda first in this situation with Keeper Priestess is like 2 times as nice, I would
Yeah.
say.
Where is Red rebuilding?
In the north, central north.
Oh yeah, I see the Necropolis now.
So it's basically turning into like a 1.5 against 1.5
Yeah.
players here.
Well, Red has just 1 Acolyte, 1 Shade. It's tricky how there's no Zeppelin, so it's kind of, you know, the workers are exposed.
Yeah.
It's tough to hide.
Town is under siege.
Wow. He missed the building with the breath of fire.
Oh yeah, these buildings are not important though, so that's okay. Eshan really trying to get... Like, I can understand it, because you want to be in a freeway where
Yeah, I would
the
do the
balancing
same.
starts.
I would do the same in this in his situation. It's the like either you just hide somewhere in the corner and hope that someone someone stops. But in this situation where like Ledu seems to be really really keen on getting you out, like this is the only way.
You have to make him fight the other strong player to survive long term.
And Lelu is on Airenikus here, so with a lot of mountain giants, the next fight here at the left in a second will be very interesting, I think. Because there's
Eshan is
no-
slowly, before the fight starts, slowly trying to get this mine working, but he just has no population space for the wisps yet.
Yeah,
Fight
and
starts.
now the fight is breaking out here at the left, and Lelu is instantly peeking out because he can't fight. I think he
Just had 3 giants, so yeah.
I think despite triple Orb of Venom, like being very good in focus fire, I think he will have a hard time fighting this without chimeras. Or without Chippo in general,
Yeah.
because he has no AoE at all.
It will be a very slow, and against Spirit Link especially.
Yeah.
But I guess he can make trials to dispel it, but still. Okay, he's making Hippogriffs now,
A player's forces are under attack.
or the Wind Riders at least.
Feels so bad for Red. He's like...
Yeah, not getting any. Because now Eshan has free time to do whatever, so he can just hunt him down. He has nothing else to worry about, so.
Yeah, it's so sad that
I know.
Red was just basically kept barely alive by Airenikus, just as a tome. And then when Airenikus stopped, like now Eshan joins him in this killing of the building.
The game ended after creeping for him.
Yeah.
A player's
Yeah,
forces
and
are under
it will be interesting to see if, I mean, at some point, Lelu and Eshan will probably have to pace to have a chance, I guess. Lelu is still in a good spot on his own at this point, but that could change. TP home by Airenikus, and now he is fighting this. Ooh, and now Mesibo is coming in here, and Starfall. tranquility a bit too passive. Oh,
So far, it's not interrupted. The TC will probably try to stop it now. But the Starfall would have done more damage for sure.
focus
If
fire
he
on the TC
got
here.
to do the magic potion. And
Oh, Starfall now. That
There it
one
is.
being a bit more offensively placed, and Airenikus is moving in. Okay, he's...
nice play by Aaron. He dispelled the anti-magic potion and then hacked him very quickly.
I was about to say that he moved in before he dispelled it, so...
Nice pumping of bats. You got to keep the wyverns alive. Mountain giants, they're tanky, but they don't do any damage. He has to keep you back in pretty nice defense.
Yeah, great defense, and...
Town is under siege.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage of mountain giants. They're great at blocking, but they're not that good in dealing damage, and against Torrents they take a lot of damage.
Yeah, Pulverize might be the best counter, actually, to
Yeah.
the whole unit. And it's tough fighting in an orc base into healing wards, behind buildings, and stasis traps.
So what now? Like Red has one building left here to the left, and one
Oh,
Echo
yes.
Light in the northeast. So he is trying to rebuild. I like admire him
Oh yeah,
for
he's
that.
trying here as well. But
Yeah.
the problem is, if Eshan is just left alone and he can have infinite time,
Town
he's
is
just gonna
under
finish it
siege.
Yeah, over time.
sooner or later.
But yeah, we'll see if maybe Airenikus has a chance to push into Lelu's base here, and then at some point
A player's
Eshan might be
forces are under
forced
attack.
to help Lelu
Yeah.
if he wants to have a chance still.
Yeah, definitely depends how the fights go. But problem with Undead, it's nice for surviving when you have one Acolyte spamming Necros, but for hiding, not so much because it leaves the decay on the ground.
Yeah, if you're the only undead in the game, it's
Yeah,
pretty
then
difficult
it's
to do.
tough. Another one getting taken down. Gold will still last for a while, but he can't do much with 4-3-1 heroes anyway, so...
Yeah, it's always a difficult decision. At some point, you're so far behind in gold and in levels that...
Yeah, you just can't do anything in the game.
Exactly. I mean, you at some point you really need like 100 supply air army, and
fight
if
in
you
a
fight
choke
a
point.
big fight between Airenikus and Lelu, 100 supply for Airenikus against only 80 for Lelu. That I think you had a bit more when the fight started,
And
but
healing ward running almost for half duration already. It's
yeah,
huge
what
value.
happened-
You can
what
keep it
happened
alive.
to Hippos? I think they might have.
I think they just... Well, there's some left in the base. But before the hippos got blown by the bats, but that was in the base. I just think there was not many here. Yeah, and all of a sudden Lelu might think he's in a really bad spot now. Because
Yeah, I mean,
he kind of has two enemies and Iron is kind of winning on his own. And he might think Eshan won't be willing to peace with him anytime soon.
yeah, Lelu definitely needs Ishan's help, and that's always the fun part about FFA, right? That you're fighting someone almost till death, and then you're forced to ally with him like 10 minutes later.
It's fun when you observe it, not when you play it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like an extremely opportunistic player, so if I play, I don't. I can be really mad at you, and then like
Town is under
5 minutes
siege.
later, I don't.
Yeah.
A player's
I don't worry about piecing, but in this case, like we'll see.
Yeah, some players don't have this. Some players will
Yeah.
bear a grudge, but Eshan is definitely willing to piece if he's playing for victory. That's the basic requirement for it. So.
I mean, I saw him giving up before, so I'm not sure that this will be... we will see. This definitely is a nice choke for Lelu to defend.
Yeah,
And
taunts and the cyclones on the key heroes. Orc spear breakers don't have so much mana now. I mean, spirit walkers. Not so many disenchants available. Healing ward a bit exposed, but so far surviving.
yeah, Lelu should move a bit back, I guess. The position was much nicer when he was still defending it to choke.
Nice soul burn on the EC. Stops the stun for the moment, but his army is just getting obliterated. Starfall again.
Cancel quickly. I think we should You should have placed that priestess a bit more defensively for the Starfall in this case.
And he's in real trouble now. He has 36 population. You can't pump it fast enough against this. He's gonna die.
Okay.
Or like, not die, but he doesn't have stuff on the map now.
Yeah, he's not pumping either. He has 14k gold, so I guess he should. And now Eshan is scouting and seeing it, so let's see. Eshan is moving in to help, I guess.
Might be too late. I mean, not that it's GG, but we'll need to hide probably.
What's Eshan doing?
A player's forces are
Okay,
under
maybe
attack.
he's really just giving it up.
Could be.
Wow, and he's... I thought Lelu would save the heroes here, but he's not.
Yeah. Maybe he just panicked, double-clicked the TP.
Yeah.
Okay, now as long as Iron can undisturbedly destroy this base, could be very easy for him. Because I think he knows about this, and he definitely knows about this, because he saw it with the ward and he had his own buildings there before.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much over. I guess Lelu will tap on his heroes here.
Yeah, for sure. He must try to do that before his supply blocked.
And yeah, he's going for mass. I mean, I guess he should use his ancient, or he should have used his ancient of lores to produce some mountain giants or whatever. As long as he still had a main tree.
And you can see Eshan trying to suddenly get red to, you know, because suddenly he knows he will need his help against Iron.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't get why he. I mean,
A player's forces
I
are
think
under
he
attack.
should be opportunistic here and should peace with Lelu. I mean, that's
For sure. He should have done that maybe even earlier, I would say.
yeah, that's always the question, right? I mean, he's playing for like an hour now,
town
pretty
is
much
under
right an hour. So, like, why would you give up now, right? Like, if you have a chance to win still, and he definitely has a chance to win.
For
He has
sure, with
decent
Panda
levels.
and Charm.
Exactly, he has decent levels. He can charm units, and there's no more gold on the map for either of these other players anyway. So, and I think he's. I mean, he seems to be moving in now. Oh, and a TP forced by Lelu. Interesting. I just realized.
I don't think it was forced, but it was just like a premature TP, I would say. So maybe a calculated decision.
A town is under
Lelu
siege.
might look a bit weaker than he actually is. Interesting.
Yeah, at least he has some gold still. Definitely could be worse for him. No, not total distraction.
Yeah, and he's rebuilding. I really like that's. I hate it when players leave too early. Like I absolutely hate it. So I want to see players really trying to rebuild and hiding, if they need to. Like there's in so many ways, in so many cases, there's a way to victory. Like there is a way to victory still, and you do not have to just sit for 2 hours, but you can just rebuild in like 20 minutes and get back into a good position.
Yeah, everyone can still win.
Yeah.
If Eshan is not so stubborn, and he will be able to help Lelu once he's having next trouble.
Yeah.
Everyone can still
And
win.
gold got mined out quite quickly, and there's not that big of a bank anymore here. I mean,
It's a
Airenikus,
tasty price, by the way. It's 4k still in the mine.
yeah, and then Airenikus' main base also. I don't like this as much, but I guess now on 100 you just don't want to mine it, of course. But yes, 12k gold, and that will quickly go down to like 7k if he takes another fight and that goes badly. So really curious to see that next fight here and to see, to see what Eshan is going to do.
I mean, Airenikus has amazing hero levels, but it's not, as you said, it's not the Blade Master, it's the Farseer, so
Yeah, and
not as significant.
he's facing Lelu with good hero levels too, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Starfall and Tranquility are so dangerous if they are both used at the same time. It's like one of those spells will run for a bit.
Yeah, if you place them well enough and they don't get interrupted, you can't win a fight against an elf that uses that.
Dispelling it both and then using like a hex and the stomp and getting
So
a
far he
range.
did it very well,
Yeah, for sure.
but sometimes it depends on the position. Sometimes you just can't get close enough, for example. So it depends. You also always can start laming with the wolves, but I don't think that's gonna come into play yet.
Okay, and Airenikus is moving in here. This is going to be an interesting 100 against 82 fight. Not sure why Lelu is staying on 82 instead of going to 100 also. Maybe he just wants to basically somewhat lose that fight or appear weak to get help.
Or he just forgot.
Maybe.
It happens to me sometimes that I don't mine gold and I suddenly notice, damn it, I'm 75 food.
Yeah, I mean,
Might have happened.
it's not that much for him to do here, so
Yeah.
I won't help, he says.
Let's see.
I would really like to see fairy dragons for Ledu also against us.
Volcano right off the bat. Stun some units. They did quite a lot already. Not bad. Got cancelled by the ensnare, but already did huge damage. Crowd control. Tranquility running in the back. Not doing too much, but still got Starfall. Sleep.
Great fight. Oh, and give that voodoo. So burn.
Still managed to buy some time for units, but there's not too much left.
No, Airenikus
Nice
lost
fight
a
for
lot.
Lelu.
Airenikus is down to 56 supply here and losing the power.
The talents in the air even. Nice touch against the libraries.
And Ledu also dropped a lot of supply.
Ooh, forced the Farseer to
Wow, what a fight. That was an amazing fight for... I mean,
But
Ledu...
ultimately it's still better for Iran, I would say, but really nice performance. But
Yeah, but hard, difficult spot for Lelu now because I mean he lost more than 40 supply here, and he appeared pretty strongly in that fight, and Airenikus basically lost I would say 50 supply, so he definitely he basically lost the fight, but I still think he's in a better spot after this fight.
yeah, that was my thinking as well. Because Leelu doesn't have so much resources to work with now.
Yeah.
So even if you lose it a bit, but you still kill a lot, it's still good for you. He's just gonna have a nice healing ward in the moment in his base when they have enough mana.
Yeah, and for Eshan, like he really doesn't want to help too early because his hero levels are not that bad, but also not that great either, and there's no way for him to ever get like a decent army again. And he has 400 gold, and there are no more mines for him, so he can't face either of those players. So he just wants to make sure that Lelu and Airenikus are like both basically killing each other entirely. But he can't miss the point in time to help because Lelu's main base is still much weaker here than Airenikus is.
Yeah, so if he waits for too long and Iran steamrolls, then might be too late, yeah.
Yeah, but also, I mean, of course, if you just let them fight all the time, they will also just feed each other XP, so it will not get easier for him to face any of those players, so...
Yeah, Orc with 10-10-10 heroes is hard to deal with late
Yeah.
game.
And both enemies here have great scouting, right? So even hiding is not really an option because Lelu has Priestess and Farseer has like Farsight.
The level 3
Crystal Ball.
Farsight is insane.
Plus Crystal Ball. I'm not even sure why he kept the Crystal Ball, but
And 2 boots on the Farseer as well.
yeah.
I guess he forgot to put it on the TC.
That's the Mr. Redundant Farseer.
Yeah. Everything is doubled.
Yeah.
Like Ishan's problem is that he has 400 gold. If he had 2k, he would be in drastically better position than he is right now.
I mean, he
Like
can
this,
sell.
he can't make much mistakes.
He could sell Ancient Django, I guess, but and Orbs even. But
Yeah, you can, but you don't wanna, because
yeah, I mean,
you do that.
Ancient Django, I guess you can sell. Like, it's not going to make a huge difference.
That keeper is so weak. 600 HP, 4 armor.
Yeah.
Takes 1 second for him to die, so he has to be really lucky to win this.
Player's
Or
forces are under attack.
like, I don't know. Just has to be like the 2 others weak themselves so much that it comes down to really clutch base race for him to win.
Yeah, and base race with like 200 gold is not that easy.
And also Dark Ranger, not what you really want for that.
Yeah.
Charm is okay, but when you have just heroes, it does nothing.
Yeah, so I mean, he has two options. Like either he makes it into the close base race somehow and like is the best one to hide, which is very hard against those enemy heroes, or he charms units over and over, gets to 100 supply, but I don't really see that happening.
Yeah, the others might just get mad once you do that too much, so
Yeah.
then they might not go for a straight elimination, but then when they see you, they just attack you, you know,
Yeah. And I like
instead of letting you live.
so who do you think is in the better spot here, Red or Ishan?
Well, definitely Eshan, because
Yeah,
Red has just no hero levels at all.
but he has
town
I
is
guess
under
I mean
siege.
he can build more buildings and he has some nice items for gold. And we see
Yeah,
another
Mask
attack,
of Death is huge.
another 97 supply attack against 75 of Lelu only, and slowly but steady he's running out of gold, and this is not as good of an
Ryan's
army.
already falling. Triple ultimate time. Oh, but the Storm immediately canceling two of them. Healing Ward is running. Shadow Hunter is Cyclone, but it's not gonna do too much. TC is almost falling, but he has the ultimate still. So no worries there. Hippos are trying their best, but no chance against Bloodlust and Heal Ward Gold. Chimera still
Did
going
you
for
see
it.
he started Volcano and instantly got cancelled?
Oh, yeah. Okay, the Chimeras are in focus, flying in 1 second now. Another big storm. This is the time to help for Eshan now. He's coming, but maybe he's just coming to see. We will see. Lelu is... all the moonwells are beginning to dry up. Does he even have a TP?
And
No,
Ishan
he doesn't.
charming
Just
a
his
unit. Ishan charming a unit here by Airenikus.
Yeah, but it's not enough, probably. Lelu has nowhere to run to. He doesn't have a TP, so he can't even TP to the other side of the map. Okay, but at DC, he doesn't have his ultimate anymore. He might just die. Be nice in devotion. Force him to TP, but this is looking rough for Lelu. Even though he killed quite a lot, he didn't kill near as much as last time. It's gonna cost him another 3,000 gold to get to where he was with his army. And Ishan is kind of pretending like, oh yeah, I couldn't do anything, you know, trying to bide his time still. Don't know if the unity charm survived. He probably should have staffed it, right? Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Got a doctor and saw Red's House of the Dead. Nice
Yeah,
for him that he gets a doctor and a shaman. Huge help for at least.
Yeah, the Doctor is like Doctor is the greatest unit in the game to charm.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
When it's base race.
it's so amazing. Like I absolutely love Doctor.
And shaman, of course, very nice, because the 3 heroes are gonna be much faster running around.
Yeah, but usually you don't like it doesn't last that long, and you usually
Yeah.
don't want to have your shaman out of the map.
That's the problem, there's no Zeppelin, so you might as well bring it along later on.
Yeah.
But definitely not now.
I like how
He's
Red
building
is,
some guards. At
Red
least
is-
he's doing something.
Red is just his heroes are whenever I check they always are at the different spot on the map, but just stand there.
The DK. I have a dream that he will get to level 2.
Level 1 DK is so sad after
Yes.
like one hour 20.
It's a really bad hero on low levels.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can only leave him at home and use him for healing.
And level 4 Dark Ranger is much better. It's a big creep as well. When you have no army, silence is useless. Black Arrow is nothing, and Life Drain, well, don't have to comment on that, really.
Yeah. I really dislike by Airenikus that he isn't just. I mean, he should see that he has a good chance with 100. So I'm not quite sure why he, like, he doesn't just because of 2k gold in his main mine. He
Oh
just.
yeah, yeah.
I really think he should be 100 here. It's too risky to not win this next fight. And
Ishan going with him, but we will see what he does.
A town is under siege.
Another production building is gonna fall.
A player's forces are under attack.
This looks grim. Lelu doesn't have enough supply this time, probably. He can't afford to buy the anti-magic potions all over. It costs quite a lot. The wyvern's gone crazy in the back.
Nice
Okay.
Eshan is calling it. So let's
Yeah,
see.
clearly he can notice it.
Oh, that's an interesting starfall here. Where's Priestess? I can't even see it.
Yeah, behind the moonwells.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, but just gonna...
Oh, the TC. The TC might be close.
He has ultimate, I believe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, it's back. I always forget what the... Is it like 3 minutes?
It's long, like 5 minutes or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm not... Like, I think Eshan should help you. Rather sooner than later.
Yeah, I think so, because this looks super clear. So...
And he's... Like, this chat would annoy me so much if
Yeah.
I was Lelu. Like, it's...
Yeah, me too. DC level 2 shockwave now for faster base distraction. Oh, he again TPs to this tree and not... Did he just forget the one on the opposite side? Of the
Ooh,
map?
that was a nice breath of fire by Eshan here. But now he's up front, so...
Okay, so finally it looks... He didn't explicitly say it, but looks that they are at least like at peace with Lelu.
Yeah, but it could be too late, honestly. We'll see.
Could be, yeah. One has 2 heroes and one has 3 heroes, and that's it. Nice breath, but if you don't finish them, they are just gonna get healed by ward eventually.
Yeah.
Town is under siege.
Red joining in. This is his moment for the DK. 1 coil, and he could be on level 2.
I mean, I still think they could... Yeah. I mean, the healing ward is doing a great job here, so...
I had to stay with my word, but then you don't stay with it later.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is classic FFA, this.
A town is under siege.
Heal wards are so good. That army was so low before and it's basically at full health again. Destroying another bunch of buildings. Priestess in big danger. He has a staff, but it's gonna get staffed to the Tree of Ages, so can't really use it.
Ooh, hide. Wow.
Eshan almost finished it with the Mountain Giant, that was close. If I was red, I would just take it.
Ooh.
Oh, and Eshan, look, he might just...
No, he can't. I mean, that would be just a stupid mute.
Yeah, it was
But
just a mistake.
Insane how the priestess got away. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I mean, over time, I think Eshan can charm a lot of stuff of Airenikus, so this will be a hard work for Airenikus to finish this game potentially. I mean, he's going up to 100 supplies, so maybe not, but... I
Well, it
think
will take time to hunt all the trees, so yeah.
it could become really painful here against Volcano and stuff. I'm not sure why Eshan is... Okay, now they are running out. What was the cooldown of Charm again? Was it 90 seconds or was it...
I don't
60
remember,
seconds?
honestly. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, like 45, 60 or 90? I think it was 60 or 45, right? I think it was way too low.
It says...
Player's forces are under attack.
Is this right? 45 seconds?
Yeah, I think it's 45, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so... 10 units per...
Yeah. But I remember Transmute had this cooldown. I think it was nerfed, if I recall correctly. Maybe not.
No, I don't think so. They only nerfed the percentage
The
of
gold, yeah.
the gold. And I found that, like, I suggested to Blizzard at that point, because everyone played Alchemist.
A town is
Yeah,
I
yeah.
suggested-
That was good because you could make infinite gold with 2 alchemy potentially.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Another
still.
Batrider getting charmed, which is nice because it's like killing 2 Batriders at once.
Like, this
Got
army of
immediately blown up.
Eshan is interesting, to say the least. Like,
Yeah.
he's getting more and more stuff. Will not be easy to micro.
Definitely. I mean, the Tauren at least is a kind of unit you just send with the Mountain Giant.
town is under siege.
So Lelu has his owls on Airenikus. And they need to
Player's
kill some
forces are
buildings
under
of
attack.
Airenikus, I think, at some point.
The wolves are starting to go into the game. Permanently in Lelu's base. And when they're bloodlusted, they hit quite hard.
Yeah. Yeah, go lane, good call.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's the way they can get back into this by like laming down buildings of Airenikus and then charming units over time. Because Airenikus still has 6.5k, so like he can get a lot more units. So I think buildings are the best way to force him into a defensive stand here.
Finally an earthquake here on Lelu's base. Haven't seen that one yet, I think.
He used one on the Moonwells here.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and one volcano can shred the base really fast, so... And it's Orc, not so mobile race, so laming could still give them a chance. But Lelu's base is completely dead, almost. Just 2 Chimera Roots here, nothing else. Gonna get cleaned up shortly.
Yeah, and he doesn't have many wisps, so he has one hidden tree of life here and on the right, one altar, but that's it.
It's unusual for him to have so little wisps. Usually he...
Yeah, I guess he was so much under pressure that he had no time to do it.
Probably. He really has just one last wisp. It's building a Moonwell here though, so when he builds that he can get 4 more wisps, which should be okay for the moment. Eshan trying to kill buildings now.
I'm
At least has a breath of fire.
a bit surprised that Eshan is rolling in with his entire army here.
Yeah, that he doesn't need to show the casters, for example. Breath of fire, nice though, for killing all these towers. They fall extremely quickly. At least some more experience that Keeper could get to level 5, has at least better trends for base
and
rate.
Eshan has no TP, right?
No, he has it on Dark Region.
Oh, yes.
It's okay. Another charm, Raider. Nice unit charm. Although not so much to pillage now. And some Bat Riders in the back destroying Ishan's stuff. Nice move by Aren, but Red can catch up Bat Riders.
Ooh, and the keeper.
Oh, nice.
What is that? That was super close. And that was painful for Airenikus. He lost his fortress and he lost a raider, 1 unit charm. So Airenikus is supply blocked on 82.
Red managed to kill 1 Bat Rider, but where is his DK though? Is he dead again? Because I don't see him with the others. So he might still be on level 1.
And another charmed unit here.
Oh yeah, just a peon, but anything is good at this point.
I mean, look at like Airenikus has nothing out on the map, right? Except like some sentry boards and those few buildings. Apart from it, it's only his main base, and his main base is not that strong anymore.
Honestly, if I were him, I would just start sending the wolves now.
Yeah, he does it. He sends.
Yeah, okay. That's good, because that's what you need to do at this point. Because it's hard for them to come directly, because still they are comparatively quite weak.
Yeah, I think they should re-attack right or pretty quickly, but I mean, do you think they realize that? Yeah.
I think they should, but as soon as the ultimates are up of the Fire Lord, I think, then they should probably.
Yeah, but because they should realize, especially now that Airenikus is supply blocked, so if they want to attack, they need to do it now. I mean, look at this army. Like now, I think they have a chance to fight this with 6 or even 9 heroes.
Yeah. And as well, they should, because the timer is slowly ticking with the wolves and the bats destroying every stray building they can find. So
yeah.
He even killed Ishan's tree, unless he moved it. Oh no, he did. He did move it. It's an important tree, this one. But it is walking into a sentry ward as of now.
It's the sentry ward is running out rather quickly, so let's see.
No, it's not. It lasts forever.
Yeah, but I think Airenikus might be too busy to realize.
Yeah, it could be. It's just a small dot on the map, so maybe.
Why are they moving right? I'm not quite sure. Like, shouldn't they move south?
He moved right to Fairy Fire Lelu's Wisp. No, but he sold the Django, so that's why probably.
Okay. Oh, that's the tree of Lelu here.
Oh yeah, that's important.
He's building another moon well, but that's about it. Iron should
Ooh,
definitely.
and the
that
tree's
tree.
surviving. Wow, the tree's not dead yet.
Yeah, definitely
well
should
done.
build it.
That's super risky
Priority.
here by Airenikus.
Oh, that TP is not gonna be great. Look at that.
Wow.
That's gonna die with the drunken haste, or at least most of it, I would say.
If
Kodo
not all
gets
of it, I think
entangled.
all of it will die.
Yeah, could be.
Wow, and that's Airenikus down to 60 supply after that.
Okay, and just 2 wyverns will escape that.
Oh, that was a big deal. And I mean, he still has
Player's
5.6k,
forces
but
are under attack.
oh, like, why isn't he pumping?
No idea.
I mean, maybe he thinks that those enemies are stronger than they are.
Yeah, maybe he just already wants to save gold for rebuilding. I don't know.
No, I mean, you should still try to.
I think a huge value would be to get 2 or 3 more doctors and stasis traps like crazy everywhere at this point. It's really underrated how good it is to have it in your base, in every spot.
Yeah. Isn't it nice to see Lelu and Eshan cooperating now? Like they fought so hard and now they are they're forced into each other's arms to collaborate here to have a chance still.
Yeah, it is nice because it shows both of them ultimately play for the win.
Yeah.
So even though they had real grudge and really wanted to finish each other, then they still recognize they need each other. Because alone they would have no chance.
I mean, Airenikus is not pumping units. I don't quite get it. I mean, he's
Also,
still.
sending the wolves without bloodlust not so effective because the map is quite big, so they won't walk so far. Maybe not even getting hits in.
They should really like try to make something happen here, but maybe they're too
Yeah.
scared of those bats here in the north. There's
Where's
some
the
bat-
DK of Red?
Did
He's
you-
dead.
Did he revive him? I'm not so sure.
He had it like before, but it must have died somewhere because I don't think he has it again. Or he just gave up on it and doesn't want to see his face again. Yeah, I should definitely go because iron is quite low on supply now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, revealing Red's gargoyle's gonna charm one for sure. Oh, didn't manage to staff it back though. Not a really 3v1 though. But it feels hard when it's 6 heroes on high levels. It's always tough to defend. Because you can't just pay attention to everything. You're gonna get Breath of Fire and Volcano.
Yeah.
Can't stop all of it.
Look at the damage here. And the attack speed.
Nice to clean that up. Always good to clean the main bases.
Ooh,
And meanwhile, yeah.
Airenikus is moving out. I think he may want to catch Lelu off guard here. Nice by Lelu to move back in time.
And
Yes.
the bat might die to the gargoyle, or they are gonna be maybe forced into detonating one of them. Oh no, he noticed and he's running away now.
A town is under siege.
Every bat is costly at this point, so doesn't want to use that on red, especially if it was used on Eshan or
So are they moving now?
one bat died. The gargoyles. That's the revenge for red that he was looking for.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now everyone's joining forces here. And yeah,
Yeah.
they have to move quickly. Nice by Lelu to send his summons here to
Is under siege.
the Great Hall. Can't really be dispelled there.
And Lelu already got some wisps on the map, so he's out of the worst now. Only 2 though. Still only 2 wisps. But at least they're in different spots now. And Airenikus,
Player's forces
I
are
don't know,
under
he's
attack.
kind of needing to go back now. Because the base is gonna get obliterated if he doesn't come soon.
I guess he will TP in a second, but that will be nasty against Breath of Fire and the ultimates here.
Already lost some buildings, so...
Well, that is a interesting... Ooh, out of range of the stomp and the hex.
Yeah, that volcano killed quite a few.
Oh, but that Starfall was...
Yeah, that was a bit ambitious.
Yeah.
But it's okay, it's just stab home and doesn't matter too much.
And they can still kill some stuff, I feel here. Look at the panda, still almost full
Yeah,
mana.
for sure.
What's
where the
Red
Blade
doing?
Master would-
Red should not move in that far. Should just use... Yeah, that's nice.
I feel like that would be the first step for Iron to kill a Red's heroes, because he doesn't have TPs. It's probably the easiest he can achieve right here, and it would at least relieve some pressure with the Impale. Because killing Lelu is not gonna be an option, because he's just gonna stab his...
The town is under siege.
Ooh, and now Airenikus is changing the sea.
tough. Not really using his his mana as well. Not even for chain lightnings. Eshan, nice heal ward for him. Another wyvern might die.
50 supply, and yeah, he pumped some bats. I'm not sure I like those bats. I think it's bat call. Look at the bats.
Yeah,
It's
they
just-
cost a lot.
Yeah, and they're just dying there. And Airenikus is...
Another charm. It's
And,
painful to watch. But I think one good thing to remark is they might piece with Lelu eventually if Ishan's army looks too strong at one point.
I think Eshan is in a tricky spot here because he has an army, but he's supply blocked on 20 and he has no gold.
He has no and no way to get gold as well.
Yeah.
He's playing now with the pillage. But not very much, just 2 gold per hit.
He should just
Oh, he's
use,
not using the mana because he's silenced all the time, I guess.
he should just use the radar to attack here.
Yeah, for sure. Squeeze out as much as you can from it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. Now he's gonna try to...
Now Lelu is mad. It's so interesting. And I think Lelu has a, due to his owls probably, I think he should have a pretty good idea that Eshan really has not that much gold and where his buildings are, so I think Lelu should feel somewhat confident with his 1,700 gold.
Nice Tom Chain Lightning finally, at least killing some of the Ishan's units.
Yeah, and Airenikus
You
is down.
still need to deal with the heroes. This is not gonna be enough.
But still, Airenikus is down to 28 supply, so...
Yeah. It's pretty even now for all of them, and they're still kind of 2 against 1 because Red isn't doing that much. Right?
And Airenikus is also down to just a few buildings here on the left, so...
He's hiding some stuff here at least, but
Yeah, he
it's,
has some...
it's orc, so it's painfully slow to
Yeah.
hide.
And this...
At least he sends 2 bats to lane now. He needs to do that.
Can't really lose his heroes here, quite easily
Yeah.
supply block. And I kinda agree with Stein here. I mean, he had some bets out on the map, but he had the chance to really go like full
Yeah.
100 supply back.
You can alleviate the pressure with the bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Maybe not 100 bats, but
Yeah,
at least 1 squad.
yeah. I mean, he had a few in the north and lost it to Garrix, unfortunately, but...
Yeah. This is a really crucial tree for Eshan.
Yeah.
As long as he has that, he's okay.
The town is under siege.
And Bet's doing some work here in the north, and in the meantime,
Yeah.
interesting situation. Yeah, very cool match, I must say. Really enjoy this. And Lelu is still not. I mean, he has a few wisps now out on the map, so I guess he's in a good position with 1,700 gold. But who would you bet your money on right now?
Honestly, I think it's extremely balanced at this point. I would still say Iren is in the best spot, but he needs to
Player's forces are
stop
under
getting
attack.
teamed quite soon.
Yeah.
And then he's in the best spot, because I think he's not utilizing the potentially good, but it's also hard under so much pressure, so
Yeah. I think
I
it's
can
a,
excuse that.
It's an issue for him that his buildings are all in the south, and that whatever
Yeah, definitely.
he's looking for is all in the north.
And by the way, his bets also died in the north. One of them died and one of them got charmed, so
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
not ideal for him. But the Farseer, this is the situation you want to get with the Farseer, actually. I think this is like where he's able to shine the most with Farsight and Wolves, but he's kind of left in his base and he's just camping in the base all the time. Maybe he should try, I don't know. It can be risky, but maybe he should try to be more active because both of the players are actively attacking him. So why not just send wolves
yeah.
to lame one of them?
Yeah, camping is really a really good choice because it doesn't win you a lot of time, right? Like, so the only way camping is helping in any way is if two other players start attacking each
Yeah,
other.
they're weakening themselves. Red is gonna be eliminated fairly soon if his buildings continue to die because he really can't remake it. He can't even sell that much.
But he has a lot of buildings still. He has 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 buildings.
Yeah,
Five
but just
buildings.
saying he can't really rebuild. But Eshan as well, actually, so.
I think Eshan is in a very, very tricky spot because he's really down to just 600 gold, has barely any items left.
But the
and-
charm so far has helped him a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the charm
Without
is,
that, he would be
yeah.
goner.
Yeah, I think the charm is what kept Lelu and him alive here.
Yeah. Must have charmed 10 units in total at least, so
I think more.
maybe even more. Okay, Iron should at least send the Bloodlusted Wolves, I feel like. Even if you're not gonna attack with them, just scouting, being
But
on the map.
Yeah, Lelu sees now that he's still pumping.
I mean, the all is great for this situation as well. Level 3 all. It's like moving Farsight. So. Lelu at least has more gold than Eshan. He can still rebuild quite a lot. Hide 5 or 6 trees and still have his heroes. He has powerful heroes still. Powerful-ish. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game actually, I must say. Because even now it's the first time where they actually are kind of sitting. Because even when they didn't have the armies, it was always someone on somebody's throat or killing something. Hasn't been a dull moment really.
The map is full of, the mini map is full of colorful dots, like everywhere there's something.
Yeah, now sending the wolves again, but again, without the bloodlust, they're not so fast. Shen getting some experience. Panda is level 6 as well. Could be good for him later.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, another... Red is doing so much with these gargoyles, actually. Luckily for Iron, he got to save that one, but... Because you really don't want to blow them on the Red's units at this point. It's gonna have 10, 10, 10, maybe, but what's that gonna do for him?
Yeah, so I think it's, I mean, it's risky here, but I think it would be the right call for Eshan and for Lelu to push into Airenikus' main base once more. Like, at some point they have to, so why not do that now? Like, it's still the strongest main base by far.
And again, the gargoyle is chasing the bear.
Yeah. And it's quicker, so it's like
Yeah,
you
it's-
basically have to use your bet to blow up
Yeah.
the guy.
And you really don't want to.
Okay, he's pulling me.
Oh, I got excited that Ishan's tree got found out, but it was by red so far. Iron might be able to see it with the bet now. That would be huge if
Player's
he could
forces
take
are
that
under
out.
attack.
Gargoyle. He's gonna have to blow it, yeah. And he doesn't even kill it, wow.
Yeah, I think Lelu with a win here would make it into the finals pretty much certainly.
Oh yeah, because he won with top scores, I think. Or at least one of them.
At least one, I think one of them only. But yeah,
Yeah, then you can just go for top score or even for 12 points. And
yeah, I don't think even with 3 final slots, I think that we may have up to 3 players that. We have a couple of players that won 2 games, so I guess yeah, with the third one
yeah,
we should make it.
the finalists are just 2 spots, right? So
No, 3. We
3.
changed it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought there's
A
like
player's
quarter
forces
and
are under
semifinal
attack.
this time.
There is, but there's the quarterfinal will be played from between rank 7, 8, 9
Yeah.
and 10, and then the winner will play the semi with rank
Oh, yeah, the
4,
others.
5, 6, and then
Yeah, I see.
the
So
winner.
it's to give a chance to compete for the playoffs for the ones that weren't so lucky with their like
Yeah, and
tie
the
breaks.
honestly, I'm not sure why we always had the semifinal structure that we had in previous seasons, where we had 2 semifinals between
Mhm.
like players rank 3, 4, 5, and 6,
Yeah.
7,
So
8.
it wasn't any advantage for the third one.
Exactly, yeah,
I
exactly.
understand.
So I think it was way too powerful to grant basically like a 6th or 7th seed,
Yeah.
a direct finals, like a direct semifinal slot. So I think the structure should work way better. And also semifinals were pretty underwhelming often. And I think maybe it's a bit more spicy with just having one and just
A player's forces
yeah,
are under attack.
making it a bit more scarce. And also I think it's fine to revoid 3 players with a direct final slot. I mean, top 3 is really, like, it's really difficult to achieve.
Now it's a bit of a sit fest again because now they are kind of all scared that they will become the target. I'm still not sure if Iron actually saw that tree of Ishan, the important one. Maybe he just didn't notice still.
Yeah, Lilo is suggesting to go on Orc, which I think is the right call. So it will depend on Ishan here. And I mean, as I know Ishan, he
player's
might be
forces are
tempted to
under
just
attack.
sit this out and try to just charm some units and try to win it
Yeah.
without getting engaged here. But
Yeah, time is in favor when you can charm, of course.
yeah, but I don't think Lelo will move here unless Ishan commits.
Yeah. Iron trying to go for it is not bad. Maybe they will even like let it happen.
A town is under
Well, it's
siege.
certainly like red can't really do anything major to him, so not bad to get rid of that while you still can. But Ishan is moving now, looking to
Player's
charm
forces
some
are
more
under
units. And losing anything hurts now. Even if it's just one shaman, it hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, one gargoyle down. It's like 5 left or something
Ooh,
like
and
that.
Ishan is walking right into the arms of Aaron here.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I guess, yeah, Aaron doesn't really want to
The town
attack
is
him
under siege.
unless
Yeah.
he gets
A
attacked.
player's forces are under attack.
Lelu sending lava spawn to the hole. Bit by bit. Some more trends coming there.
And treants and lava spawns together will kill a lot
Yeah,
of
that hole
damage.
is getting killed for sure.
Treants will take like 4 or 5 hits until they run out.
Yeah. I think should be enough, or no? Well,
be.
it's as good as dead anyway, even if it doesn't die.
Wow.
A player's forces are under attack.
2
Because it doesn't
HP.
really... At 2 HP it's just gonna die in the next wave. Red got to level 5 Dark Ranger from all the pet. Shame that level 5 Dark Ranger kind of sucks.
Look at the.
Town is
Will the
under
guard
siege.
kill it or will the lava spawn kill it? The guard.
Oh yeah. Guard
Wow.
again. And Irene is doing what I suggested now. Like just go on any building you see with the wolf.
Yeah.
Especially on red, as he can't do much in retaliation.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, it's so valuable to have Dark Ranger level 7 and Panna level 6 here. Like,
Yeah.
so great for not getting attacked by units and being able to base race. Damn, I was hoping this would end like before midnight, but
Yeah, it's the 4-way, you know, if it was 3-way it would be
yeah.
different.
But I mean, Red is not really playing a role here, but
Yeah, he's not, but he's in there. It's like,
yeah, he's
I
in.
think it's always taking longer when it's 4-way. And as well as 3 players who really
A
play
player's
for a win.
forces are under
Oh,
attack.
Eshan is even protecting red against the wolves.
I mean, it's 3 XP, so I guess
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, sure.
And also
a good
3
range.
points. Not as if he can get top scores still, but
Yeah. Definitely not all the summoning counts to score as well, so.
And now, yeah, Lelu is moving in here and will kill all of the buildings that Airenikus has outside of his main base. So Airenikus is pretty much down to 9 buildings,
A town is
which
under
is not that much if you are up against all those summons and volcano.
A player's forces are under
Look the
attack.
damage that those treants take from spikes. Yeah, that's the buildings. So
A town is under siege.
I forgot to mention that Eshan also has 2 wins, so Eshan also with the win here will have a good chance to make it to the final. I almost forgot. So Eshan and Lelu both on 2 wins. You still with me, Tick?
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
You're on mute. Damn it. Left alone in this tense phase of the game. And they are moving into the main base of Airenikus here.
Sorry, I had to excuse myself to get some more water because
No worries.
it's a bit dry. Anything major happened in the meantime?
All the remote buildings, proxy buildings of Airenikus got killed, and Airenikus killed one at the Black Citadel of Red, and now
Okay.
Red is attacking Airenikus main base, but may probably lose his heroes.
Oh
in
yeah,
return.
X and gonna get. Oh no, he got dispelled by the orb. Otherwise, he would be dead already. I hope this thing doesn't affect others. So
Yeah, me too.
okay, Eshan again protecting Red's Necro. So, but yeah, he's not doing much at this point. Did the Garg survive? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, but nice touch to do this because you always need some buildings somewhere else than where your main base is.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Red is close to dying now.
2 buildings.
Can sell maybe for another 500, but when you sell the boots, what can you do? after that.
I guess at this stage he could as well unsummon. It's just like with his heroes here.
Yeah, he can't win for sure.
player's force
He can
is
only
under
make some
attack.
trouble, but not even much trouble.
I mean, he has Gargs. I guess I saw. I mean, it's so hard to say, right? Because I mean, it's not 0 chance to win, right? So it might still be 1% chance, and I mean,
Well,
1%
one is
chance.
being a bit generous, but it's not 0.
It's I think 1% is probably decent. I mean, he has some goals still, and he has an acolyte, so I still think he has a chance. Maybe even more than
Town is under
1%.
siege.
I mean, in this
Player's
situation, I would
forces are
probably
under
give.
attack.
You're talking yourself into it.
I don't know. I would probably give like Airenikus 40% here because he has most gold. Then, oh no, Lelu has most gold, but probably 30. I don't know. It's really hard. 35% Airenikus, 35% Lelu.
Yeah.
Um,
29 Eshan, 1% red.
20 Eshan because he has no
player's
gold
forces
left,
are under
I
attack.
guess. And then like whatever's left for red, like a bit more for Eshan and then what's left for red.
Yeah, if Eshan had 1,000 more,
A town
I would
is under
favor him way
siege.
higher.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
I
this.
think for him the gold is the big
He
disadvantage.
doesn't
here.
have the keeper as well,
Yeah.
which is actually important because the trends are good in late game. He's even killing the shaman to get him now, as I said that. But that's means he's spending another bunch of gold on him.
Ooh, and we see
Yeah.
Leto here being caught.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, but he does have a TP on his fire lord.
Should use it for the hex
Yeah.
though, yeah, I was
Just-
about to say.
Just a while bit before the next stomp would be available. It's okay. It doesn't hurt so much, but it definitely isn't something. Then what?
And Lava Spawn killing that burrow with the last
Yeah.
hit. Airenikus down to 8 buildings and
And no peons even on the map. I think
yeah, you're right.
he doesn't maybe have a peon even in his base. He might have like 0. At this point, he even
Town
could
is
kill a
under
rager
siege.
of his own. Because he really want peons, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
This is so dangerous. Eshan instead has his peon here.
I mean, the longer this goes, and I wonder if Lelu and Airenikus are going to peace at some point, because Eshan is not doing
A player's
anything here.
forces
He's
are under
just
attack.
chilling and trying to chill his way to victory. He's
Yeah,
reviving
at least getting experience from wolves
Town
here
is
and there,
under
and that's
siege.
about it.
and he's finally getting his keeper back, which,
Look, and you just called it.
yeah,
Why is the caster curse so real?
yeah. In this case, I mean, it's
Just lost my shaman, but he killed himself. Will this necro die finally? Then he will get revealed. Oh, he didn't. 18 HP.
Player's forces are under
Some
attack.
gargoyles dying. Well, one of them is.
and now red is on Lelu, or is it just an accident here? Okay. let's just-
At least the Knight of Tree can heal up. Maybe Red is committing suicide, I don't know. No, doesn't look that way. The next 2 wolves should do it for the necropolis, and then the crypt is gonna be revealed as the last building. So.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, he builds a new one. So.
I mean, he can sell an item still and get a new one, but
Yeah, of course. Can get like 2 or 3 more. But... It's just 1 acolyte. Maybe he has more. It's hard to spot on the minimap.
I think it will be almost. It will be very hard for Eshan to win this. Like this got scouted by Lelu, so Lelu knows
Player's
exactly
forces
where
are
it is.
under attack.
Yeah, as long as one of the 2 knows, it's dangerous. Red is his buildings have a total of 100 HP. I really like Criplord in 4v4 and such, but in FFA I don't think he's
A
so good.
player's forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
I agree. It's interesting. We see a lot of unconventional heroes here in this game.
I guess Eshan has the normal combo, but still nice to see Dark Ranger first from time to
Yeah.
time. And of course Iron, totally normal combo. But still one of the rarer ones for Horde. Okay.
That was a sad 2-hour game for
Yeah.
Red
Just a
here.
struggle.
Yeah. I mean, that's still some juicy XP for your third hero here. That's 2 heroes will grant.
For the keeper, for sure.
Yeah.
For level 5.
Okay, yeah, he's almost level 5, but still, like, he will
Yeah,
certainly get
like
there.
the level 3 trends are definitely better
Yeah.
late game. Even entangle if he wants to, but I would go for the trends for sure. Oh no.
Oh. That was a mistake by Aaron, honestly,
Yes,
to
definitely.
buy more items. You should not.
'Cause I don't think he really needs invos. He kind of
Yeah,
maybe onto the Shadow Hunter, but
yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
I just want to see level 3 Shadow Hunter wards.
Well scouted by Lelu with his owl. Like, sometimes, like, you really need to have your eyes on a lot of things, and well scouted that Aaron.
Okay,
also.
Ishan is grabbing that experience for the keeper now. As you said.
Yeah, now Lelu is asking Ishan again to attack, which I think is
Yeah.
the right call.
Yeah, because he's definitely a bit better than Ishan in this position, so makes sense to go for the third one. But also Lelu, again, short on trees now. He just has 1 and 1 building, so he needs to get maybe some more wisps.
And his supply blocked, so
Oh no, but okay, he has 4 wisps on the map,
yeah.
which is not horrible. That's okay, because if you have too much, they're just gonna get picked off more.
Yeah, I think he should make sure to not like get buildings too late because he's supply blocked now. So I think
A player's forces are under
super
attack.
risky to just
Okay, gargoyles. Not really important, but because I don't think you can even charm them when they are in stone form.
yeah you can.
Otherwise, that would be huge if Shen found the gargoyles and no one else did. But yeah. I think you can even charm the little flying critters if there's some on the map.
Yeah, you can, but it's interesting that then do you know this like this charm critter bug that you
Players' forces
you
are
see
under attack.
every player sees it on the like every player sees it revealed on the minimap.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's strange bug.
Okay.
If you
So
charm
it's not very.
if you charm a
good.
neutral critter, it's like it does strange things to you to
Funny.
Warcraft.
I wonder if the other players can also click on. You know, like when you rapidly click the critter and it explodes. I don't know if that's possible in multiplayer though.
I've never seen that.
Really? It's like when I was a kid, I remember I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But I don't know if it works. But if you're in single player or in campaign and you click over and over like rapidly on a critter,
I mean,
it explodes with huge blood explosion.
That can't be the case in multiplayer, can it? Because then, like in
I
one-on-one,
know.
also everyone against undead or stuff where you don't want skeletons on the map, which is like
No, just on like the critters, the 15 HP ones.
yeah, but still, you would do it in order to prevent.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
skeletons.
Oh yeah, I
And
know.
I've never seen it, and I guess that would be like a totally viable thing to do if it would
Yeah,
explode them.
gotta try it
Is under
someday
siege.
in
A
single
player's
player.
forces are under attack.
Do you think ops can do that? Maybe like if I click on a sheep here.
I don't think so. You have to left
Imagine-
click on it, by the way. And Lelu's 3 got found out, by the way. 3 of life.
Oh,
And
wow.
I ran bought 3 staffs of TP, which is nice though. Even though they saw he bought items, the staffs of teleportation are so good in the late game.
The game is speeding up again, actually. Like, they are at least
Because it's a
considering.
freeway now.
Yeah.
But that hurts, Lelu losing the
Player's
3, he's
forces
gotta
are
build a
under
new
attack.
one.
rather quicker than later. Because being with 1-3, I wouldn't be confident like that.
No.
Might be even like victim to some opportunism
Yeah,
of
we saw in
Eshan.
the previous round where Quest was with goal, but then
I
like
know.
for mana reasons just stayed on one necropolis, and then
The town is
Lolai
under siege.
saw his chance and
Yeah, I know.
got it.
I was so surprised when Quest died in that game.
Oh yeah,
I
you
also
were
thought he's probably the strongest and he died, so I thought like maybe I underestimated
that
that.
was insane, absolutely insane.
Yeah, but then I saw
I've
when I was
never,
like watching the
yeah,
VOD.
it was so like usually like because the necropolis was so far on the other side of the map, it's pretty rare to see like a player getting a zapper
Yeah,
that far off.
usually FFA players don't get zappers, period. So
I mean, unless they're really mad at you and
yeah,
just
yeah,
want
yeah.
like to deal some damage to you.
Obviously. But like in a serious manner,
Yeah.
not usually.
I mean, Lolai was about to be defeated himself, so. But
Hmm.
so what are they doing? Are they going to?
Eshan is just hiding peons in the woodlines now. He even has one acolyte from red. Acolyte is nice to have,
Yeah, for sure.
but he doesn't have the goal to use it to its full extent. But
A
still,
player's forces are under
it's nice
attack.
that you can run away with it and then still cancel the building if it gets attacked.
Yeah. But it's cheaper than. Necropolis is cheaper, right? Than
Mhm.
like. the other building.
255.
Yeah, so I guess.
So yeah, it's sure better than peons.
Yeah.
Great
But
Hall
also,
is
I mean, yeah, you have blight, so I guess it's not really better. So.
yeah, but the gold is more important maybe for him. Lelu wants something to happen.
Yeah, good call by him, though. I like how he's controlling the game.
Yeah. Iron's still no peon on the map. Could be nice to hide him in this Bora maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it's just gonna get destroyed as I said it, but really hurts that there's no Zeppelin for the Orc. And again, I'm not sure if there's a peon. Oh yeah, there is. On the old hiding spot. This is gonna be tough. He has no chance against these 5 heroes. Slowly but surely, they are gonna beat this base. The Orc doesn't have DPS to kill something. Leluaami UNP, that's smart. You will need to eventually. But I don't think they can kill Iron's heroes at the same time. The wards. The last resort defense.
Yeah, it's super hard to face those more heroes. I guess it's still, I mean, it's still better than having a Blade Master in here.
Yeah, for sure. With Blade Master, he could just Rambo in and they would have to TP sooner or later.
Yeah.
Eshan really doesn't have a TP though, so. But he could always stab the ranger and split the panda
I guess that's what he's aiming for.
in the worst case scenario. Okay, Lelu's just gonna trank up. So basically nothing happened to him. Iron didn't lose much here, but
No.
it's still like he gained nothing and he lost something, so it's still bad. I'm trying to explode the sheep. Oh, working.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, the damage on the FS and Feta Storm.
Level 3 wave is not bad for burst damage as well with the chain lightning. It's no coil nova, but it's not bad.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see, I mean, SH is slowly but steadily running out of mana. Oh, and now in the back line here.
But the Shadow Hunter really has one heal wave, and that's it.
Ooh, TC is very far off. And
Yeah, he's not doing much there.
what's
He
the
could
TC
potentially
doing?
go for Lelu's heroes.
Where's the TC going?
Problem is, he really has no mana iron almost. He had to burn a potion that's so expensive. And the DC is silenced, he can't stomp anything.
The town is under siege.
I don't think he can accomplish anything here. Oh, another charm. What was it?
And now
Another doctor. And Eshan is smartly moving his tree away from where it was scouted. Yeah. Gets to tricky territory. Because Lelu might want to peace in a moment.
but it's super. Yeah. Do you think so? I think. Can
Well,
you...
I think he might be afraid because he doesn't really know if Ishan has hidden flying charmed units, for example. So, or maybe I don't know. He has the owls. Maybe that's wrong what I just said. But he could see, definitely could see that Ishan has wards all over the map. That's something you don't want to see. And Iron should really start bringing the wolves out. I don't like that he's still having them in his base.
A town is under siege.
They're still both attacking. Okay, he's attacking Ishan with the bat now. Be careful about the charm.
Yeah.
But if he had Blade Master, he could go for some hero kills, but like this, not so much. And Ishan got very far, even if he doesn't win from where he was. So way more equal now. Definitely has good chances now. Not the best, maybe even the worst, but
I think, yeah, it's, as you say, I
Still
think
good.
it's super even. I think it's, yeah, hero-wise also. I mean, Airenikus obviously with like the best heroes here, but also he has to play it most defensively, so his heroes are
Yeah.
not really that valuable here if he's just trying to defend his buildings, while Lelu has a lot of spawns to attack, and obviously Ishan has like not only charm but also panda ultimate, and keeper level 5 not keeper probably not going to move out as far here because he's so vulnerable.
oh yeah, he can die even to these arc heroes very fast.
Yeah, he's taking the keeper now, so interesting.
Yeah, gave the staff to the keeper as well. The preservation one.
A player's forces are
The
under
problem
attack.
is the wolves. One has Witch Doctor wards and one has owls, so they're not so amazing here.
Yeah, and also it's a huge map, and Airenikus
Yeah,
is
yeah.
basically stuck in the very far corner here. Oh, and he's moving out, is he?
Gonna get charmed again, for sure. Going for Lelu's hero. Yeah, that Raider should get charmed in the second or the Shaman.
Town is under siege.
Okay, the Raider died normally, but
Yeah,
this might be an invoke potion. Okay, nice dispel.
Where's Eshan going? He's always pulling back.
He's just not taking the risk, I think.
Yeah, on one hand I like it, but at some point he has to, I guess, because Lelu will get very annoyed.
Yeah, you don't want to put all the work yourself. See? Yeah.
Be right back in a second.
Yeah, sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
Look at that double entangle. Yeah, quite a big skirmish here. Iron is losing a lot. He's building his hole here because he senses trouble. And I think he's really getting angry, but not much he can do. But when you were gone, Lelu also told Eshan to really come and go, or he will. So definitely not intent on going to Iron till death.
And I guess it's back on between Lelu
Yeah.
and Eshan here. This is great for Airenikus, I guess. But he's still down to 5 buildings and
Mhm.
yeah.
At least he has 2 peons, because one of them is in the burrow.
Yeah, and he has a bit of
3
gold.
peons.
A
Yeah.
bit of gold still and a lot of items to sell. So I think he's still in a good spot, and I think because he seems to be calmest here, I would still bet on him, I guess. But we'll see.
I still wouldn't. I wouldn't bet on anybody because I would be afraid of my. Depends on the odds, but
Yeah,
very, very close. Even closer than before now, maybe.
yeah. I need to go AFK for another few minutes, but I will follow.
I don't know, just
which hero to follow. I guess the Fire Lord might be nice.
yeah. Follow the Fire Lord, sure. So I can focus on
I
that.
put my
Town
Yeah,
is
yeah.
under
camera
siege.
on the
Players'
left
forces
mouse
are
button.
under attack.
Okay.
Let's see if that works. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they just started fighting. Lelu is trying to kill the casters, which would definitely be good because the Doctor needs to die. But Lelu is himself in trouble. He's silenced and might need to use an Anvil, which he did.
Great fight for Amstel here. I couldn't.
Okay,
Great fight for Eshan. Interesting.
for sure.
Me. I mean, it's certainly going to be a target here if.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that silence was really good. Oh, and he might lose a hero now. Should hex the something.
Stomp out of
This
range.
is so close. At least the keeper, man. Kill the keeper. He should definitely keep on chasing, because Eshan doesn't have boots on both heroes, so.
And now TC moves out, so interesting.
And this is big action. I hope you don't go away now, because, well, maybe I just cursed it. Iron just stopped. No. I think this is the point where you should definitely go for. And Lelu is losing 3. He might be able to save it because Eshan is really low on health with his panda. Shouldn't be moving that back, and he still has strong heroes. He was just caught out by surprise with that silence
Players'
before.
forces are under
Okay,
attack.
she can't be staffed in that, but she can staff TP. Okay. Yeah, gonna ward up and survive that soul burn for sure. Okay, they found his units. Even though it's not much, it's still a target, potentially. Found the mountain giants and 2 witch doctors. Everyone going crazy right now. Because they all know the stakes are high. Lelu keeps on scouting with owls. Not too sure if he discovered Ishan's land. It's here. The great migratory tree. Iron is moving to where Eshan is now, and he has no TPs. He can still staff out some heroes, but he might lose one. Ooh, he
Players'
just...
forces are
Okay,
under
he's
attack.
going for the Doctor. Not sure if I approve of that, I would just go for the... Also not sure if High Tech left the camera, so I don't... It's a big fight of the heroes. Iron has way stronger heroes though. Not a chance in hell he would ever lose the fight, but he decides to go back. After killing just one Doctor, I would definitely press the advantage. This would be a bit good time to go for the head. But of course, easier said than done. Maybe he doesn't know Eshan has no gold. Even though he sold the items, maybe he's worried he would get teamed again. Which is always nasty. He says he's dead to Lelu even though he did nothing to him. Okay. Shame that. Lelu discovers Ishan's last tree. I mean, he has more buildings than that,
Town
but
is
it's the
under
important
siege.
tree. And he's going for it. Because Ishan went for his tree again, and there's no way
Forces are under
Ishan
attack.
can save his tree, I think. Unless Lelu just stops. That's major, actually. He can afford to build one extra tree without selling items. And he needs to keep these items. They're all important. The 2 staffs for keeping heroes alive and the 2 TP staffs for also keeping heroes alive. And the boots also for keeping heroes alive. So definitely has to build a tree or he will get revealed. You don't want that to happen because it's just a moonwell and an altar, 2 static buildings. Lelu walking with this army of animals. Definitely a nice move to kill that tree. Will force Ishan to spend gold. If he gets revealed, I would be surprised. It would be a very dangerous move.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lelu still sticking to his tree, wants to keep that alive at any cost, because he only has this one, didn't start building any other. Jen says he will Rambo on Lelu, but I don't necessarily think that's true. Because he can't really beat him one-on-one, I think. Shouldn't be able to. Because Lelu has better hero levels and the Fire Lord should hit very hard at level 9. We could even see some Incinerate in this. I guess not because of the Orb of Venom. And Iron is coming as well. But I kind of have trouble believing Ishan means this seriously.
Forces are under
He doesn't want to
attack.
give victory to anybody. He can still very well win
Town is
alone.
under siege.
They decide Lelu abandons the tree. He cannot defend it against 2 people. Gonna have to build a new one. Both elves are in dangerous situation. Ishan chose to get revealed. He could build a necro, so he definitely... I don't know if it was a good move, but it was intended to do. He wanted to get revealed. So it seems like he has no gold for a main.
A town
Iron's
is
gonna
under
get his
siege.
main attacked. But yeah, Lelu
A
has
player's
1 building.
forces are under attack.
Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. And Ishan's chances improved drastically right now. Oh, he has to build a moonwell first. No, he doesn't. He has a
Town is
wisp
under
still in the
siege.
middle and 1 more on the
A
top.
player's forces are under attack.
It's a really great endgame though. Iron getting suicided. Has to pull back with his heroes. This could get very ugly for either player right now. Eshan coming to help. Still preserving. He has revealed buildings, but they're on the other side of the map. So quickly.
Town is under siege.
Okay, Iron managed to defend because his heroes are just strong.
A player's forces are under
Lelu
attack.
definitely should weaken the Mountain Giant. Well, I guess no, because he wants help from him as well. Yeah, Lelu has one Moonwell. And that's it. Trying to catch on anything, any possible thing to survive. Iron doesn't have a peon. Oh yeah, looks like he doesn't. That's tough. All of them are extremely low. And again, if I was Iron, I would be sending wolves. Anywhere, just send them out and attack something. I don't care what it is, but Shan hiding a burrow here, which is hard to see even when it's revealed. Hero fight breaks out. And I don't understand why. Why would you let the keeper live, actually?
I'm
Makes
back. What happened?
a lot happened. They killed their trees. Ishan is revealed. Leilu is on his last tree building now. Iron lost some buildings as well, and Iron has no peon. So all of them got really weakened.
Nice.
Leilu almost died at one point. He only had one moon. Ishan got revealed on purpose, by the way. He didn't want to build a necro. He could, but he didn't. So, and he built this burrow here, the one that's hard to see on the minimap. So
Yeah.
he might be wanting to use that to his advantage. And now they all are really feeling tense because they all have so little now. Very high level game.
Yeah, very interesting also to see. Like, I would still say Aaron really threw this. I think he had a chance to really kill Lelu when he just didn't went back up to 100 supply quickly enough. I think he had
One
a
thing
chance
I
there.
really don't like is how he spent fortunes on mana potions when he had low gold.
Yeah,
It makes you a target and it depletes your gold, so
true.
not a great idea in my opinion. This is the last PN of Iron, by the way,
No, it's not his.
because it's Ishan's, yes. But he stole it, so he has nothing. He has only this 4 buildings, and that's it.
Yeah. And he's supply blocked, so can't even
Yeah,
get any.
he could potentially kill the Spirit Walker, but
Yeah.
it's dangerous because then you make a PN, you have 100 gold. It's hard. Ishan has some acolytes, some peons. He's being followed by Lelu, but no one wants to make a move now. I wonder if they noticed this or not.
I mean, I
Because
don't
it's
know.
really easy to miss on the minimap. You have to be direct.
Yeah.
But they know the Ishan's 2 top side buildings at least, because they are revealed.
Yeah.
There was a point where the keeper almost died as well from soul burn, but Leilu decided to keep him alive for virtually no reason. I didn't see a reason why he would not kill the keeper. But yeah, I guess he didn't want to get suicided, but I don't think he would get suicided. That mountain giant is
A
nice
player's
to have
forces
as
are
well
under
for the
attack.
taunt. And oh, two bats screw each other up.
That was, no, wasn't good for Airenikus. Yeah.
It wasn't good for anybody.
Yeah, I thought he might be able to get a peon now, but
And
guess not.
he needs to lose one more. He's making a peon. So he probably killed some other bat or something. Relax. Very hard in this game to relax. The Brewmaster is almost level 7.
He got quite some XP over time.
And from all the trends and walls and mountain giant. Can't really kill that one with all the staffs.
A player's forces are under attack.
He uses the crown. Anything can be turned against you in FFA.
Yeah, I think he should have sold that crown earlier. I think Airenikus is really mismanaging his inventory here.
Lelu may be gonna kill this peon as well. No, going for the hall. Give it to me. Well, that would be the worst thing in the world to give it to either of them. There's no peace in this type of game. Every piece will just last 1 minute.
A town is under forces are under
Yeah, now
attack.
they are back on.
Oh yeah, and the bat is going on Lelu's. But the bat's gonna die. That is dead. And again, Lelu threatened Eshan to go, but Eshan didn't go. Again, Lelu is kind of doing it on his own.
And Airenikus down to 3 buildings, but he has a peon here and can get more buildings.
Gonna get a borrow, I assume. He
Ah,
sold the
he
crown.
has 2 peons here, okay.
No, he didn't sell the crown, pardon. The wolves are coming, but the tree can just eat more tree.
A player's
Lelu
forces
can
are
sell
under
orb though.
attack.
He could sell orb on Fire Lord and just use incinerate level 2. Not the worst thing in the world. But it's really underpowered actually, the spell. You need 10 hits with it before you get to what Flaming Arrow would do. And I mean, the units explode when you kill them, but it's not. Sold the orb of the Fire Lord. Such a nice game, but now it's gonna get drawn out a bit.
Yeah, so we have Airenikus with 3 buildings. We have Lelu with
A town
2
is under
buildings.
siege.
And 2 wisps. And we have Eshan with 1, 2, 2 buildings, and also 2. So everyone has 2 workers, right? I think.
I think Ishan has more than 2.
Oh yeah, and Ledo also has, I think, 3 wisps.
And he has that burrow hidden under the merchant, which they might
Oh
not
yeah,
know.
true. 3 buildings. So Ledo has 2 buildings and
A town is under siege.
yeah, Airenikus 4. Really close though.
Yeah, Lelu's gonna kill Ishan's build, I guess. Right. Oh, he charms his wisp, that's why. Okay. That makes sense, because, I don't know, the charm would trigger anybody at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Like Eshan definitely prepared like the best spots for buildings here.
Yeah,
That's really good spots.
and even the acolyte down there, if something bad happens, as
Yeah, if only he had gold. Like if he had 1k gold, I would
Yeah,
put
yeah.
him
Player's forces
clearly
are under
his
ahead.
gold he has it for the whole game. He hasn't moved from it.
Yeah.
The incinerate has a cool animation. The trench just exploded. Iron moving in the center. Not really doing much though. Going to the tavern to do nothing.
It's so risky for him to get far away from his main base without a TP.
I really
I mean,
feel like the
he's-
first year hasn't done anything.
He has triple staff, but yeah, yeah, you're right.
He really underused the wolf so
A player's
much.
forces are under attack.
Okay, last peon. Ishan lets the peon live. Iron sold the crown, which is nice because would just be targeted because of it. And he doesn't really need it. Doesn't do that much now. Doesn't have a blade master.
I don't like that Eshan is calling out everything.
It's annoying, I know.
It's annoying everyone, and I don't really think this is Tipping the,
'Cause everyone sees he makes Hall.
yeah, this is not tipping the scale for anything that Lelu does, I think. So, I mean, I don't know.
He did
Oh,
again.
maybe it did.
I'm waiting for a potential backstab here.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, they can easily kill the SH if they want to. Like, look at the damage.
Okay. The keeper, he's quite low as well.
Wow.
But he's not. He had to focus on the running edge.
But now
It's
SH out
dangerous.
of the fight, and that leaves the.
Player's forces are under
Not
attack.
very good hero control, I must say.
Yeah, not the best, but the Spirit Walker is still alive here, interestingly. And now Lido is chasing down the SH.
And he has a TP step, but if he TPs away, his buildings are exposed.
And he can TP away as step away if the Entangle is used carefully.
Oh yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, it's gonna die.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Leo's gonna get suicided for it.
So much damage.
Town is under siege.
And now Lido needs to.
They need to piece, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
Eshan-
they need to piece with Lelu.
Yeah, Eshan wins this, I think.
He's definitely in a winning position.
Yeah, he's.
Or, well, I would say more than Iron now, for sure.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the time zone. I mean, it's getting pretty late in Russia and it's getting pretty late in Finland
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So maybe they just want to end it, and I guess Eshan has more time.
Honestly, losing the Shadow Hunter on the other hand might be a saving grace. Because for laming buildings, he needs these two.
Yeah.
He should kill the keeper. Now, just stomp it and wave it, man. 1 second, he couldn't even staff it.
Yeah, but it's he just pieced with Eshan. If he would just kill it now, I think that
Oh,
would
I
be a
thought he
bad
pieced
call.
with Lelu. Okay.
No, I think that would be a bad call to do that here.
Yeah, okay, if he pieced with, obviously then.
And I think his FS was too low to really kill it.
Again, it's easy to say, but I think he could
He
definitely
could have
kill
killed it,
something.
but I think there was a big risk for that FS to die then. and
Well,
then-
I mean, like in the fight before, he could
Yeah.
have definitely killed heroes.
True.
At least some. He really didn't. He just ran away with Shadow Hunter and did nothing with. Doesn't even use the wolves much or the chain lightning. The two entangles are strong when there's no dispel. I never in my life saw anybody calling Soulburn in, but Lelu lost his items as well. Had to sell down continually. Now he's got same items like Eshan, maybe a bit better, but both basically on no items.
It's so hard to team someone who has no main base.
Yeah, I know.
Lame.
You can't really kill heroes because then he's out and he's gonna be mad at you. Lelu moving the tree away from there.
A town is under siege.
Ooh, and heroes meeting here.
Again, nice silence. Oh, and the panda ult, that's huge. Should press the invul now on the keeper.
Ooh, what?
Okay,
What a staff!
that
Wow.
was ballsy, but the priestess. Hide!
Can't hide.
Oh, he can't hide.
Yeah, he has the panda. How's it called? The flamey thing. He can just stand there.
Yeah.
And kill it.
If they don't teach now, team now, I mean, then they would never team. They must go.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the panda is strong in this type of situation. It's like having 3 heroes.
Yeah. So now they're going for
Finally, I
a
would say
chase
it's
here.
high time to go on him a bit at least. Kill
But I
the
mean, he's
rich
still
buildings.
revealed, right? So it's
Yeah.
not easy. I mean, he has to cancel the one necropolis that he builds, and then he can get another building. But it's not easy to pull off.
Yeah.
And basically everything has been scouted at some point, so you kind of know where all the units are hidden.
And Iron going for these 2 units first for the doctor. I would prefer if they went for buildings, but it's still something, so why not?
Oh, you can't
Oh,
get
but
in?
heroes are stuck.
Town is
You
under
can't
siege.
They
get
can't
in?
get there?
Wow, look at the barrier. That's a small barrier.
Should
so you
send a
need
wolf
wolves.
though.
Yeah, you
Oh,
need
yeah.
wolves.
Okay.
But still, that's crazy.
Mm.
It's like next level.
Okay, 1 building down. The thing is, I don't know if they know about the burrow still. Might be hard to find without the bottom.
Okay, they're going for the second last building, and the burrow
Yep.
is the last.
Town is under siege.
It's currently the last one, yeah. But the Acolyte, Eshan sold something, so maybe he... Did he? What did he do with the gold? Did he buy Invo or something?
I don't know. I mean, they
I have no idea what he did. Well, he built the
Necropolis,
Necro now.
yeah. And it seems Lelo and him are piecing now, and Aaron is continuing to kill Ishan's buildings,
Yeah.
so...
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. Charmed another peon, killed Lelus. No, didn't kill it. But charming the peons gets less and less effective without gold.
Ooh, and the wolves instantly scouted
Yeah.
this, and this is super painful for Ishan. Like, he really
Definitely,
wants this
because
gold.
even if he cancels it, he loses 100. Now it's the nerfs coming in, Ishan building.
A burrow, yeah, and...
Well, right now it's not revealed, so
Yeah, he will have some minutes, but he needs to hope that the burrow has not been scouted.
this is a
Yeah.
chance for Aaron. If he doesn't kill heroes now, then never. But he got silenced. He
And
didn't see.
backstab, potentially? Yeah, backstab here.
Okay, lucky for him that he didn't get entangled. Tricky for all of them. Lelu got 1-3.
I guess I would bet my... Like, I have seen Lelu playing these
Town is
games
under
so well, I
siege.
would bet my money on him right now, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
And
This
he is-
burrow though, it's so
it's
good.
Really well built, yeah.
Some people don't know it. I know it because I accidentally won with a farm like, and since then I always pay attention to it.
But it is visible on the minimap.
It is, but barely.
If you turn it black, you can see it quite well if you
Yeah,
turn
yeah, yeah.
all the neutrals.
Okay, never mind.
And there are not that many neutral buildings on this map, so it, like, yeah, and it's killed here.
Iron must have known
Forces
about
are
it for
under
sure.
attack.
Yeah. So that leaves Eshan to just one burrow, and that burrow is not
Town
that
is
well
under
hidden.
siege.
So will be revealed in just a few seconds. And the FS here.
Needs to staff on him with the other heroes, maybe, or on the peon.
I think he will die if he does that. He needs to piece with Ishan and hope that Ishan pieces.
As the Invol might be able to run over,
A player's forces are under attack.
waiting for the last minute, could get breath of. Okay, nice.
Ooh, that was
Should
really
be
well.
good. Should be good with the SH.
Yeah,
Town is
wow,
under
that was
siege.
really well saved.
But should heal with the heal wave now.
What's he doing?
Definitely.
Why is... Oh, he used a salve.
I know, but
And,
still.
and now Ishan is revealed here, last burrow. And FS is sending the wolves right away, I guess.
Yeah, but he can still build something. Ishan.
Oh yeah, and he does. He gets a necropolis to the right,
Yep.
but he should have done that before the reveal, no? Like, that was...
I don't know. As we talked about it before, I'm still not sure if it reveals or
Yeah,
not.
it is 100%. If you
Still
are
unsuspecting.
revealed... So I guess he built it like
Player's
10
forces
seconds
are
too
under
late.
attack.
Yeah.
It's revealed on the minimap. Tense game, really tense game.
Shan sold all items except one staff. This is going to the last of the last of the last. Lelu is trying to get an altar. Not in the best time perhaps, but maybe it is the best time. Still, I don't know. I would send the wolves here, and he is now. I think they can pass
Players'
through there.
forces are under attack.
But it takes them a while to cross all that, and he doesn't actually send them there.
Yeah, I guess Aaron is scared of facing Ledu one-on-one because he hasn't scouted everything here, I guess.
But I feel like he shouldn't be scared of 1v1. I think he's fine against both 1v1s.
I'm not so sure, honestly. I mean, if you are just stuck in one corner with 4 buildings against summons, it's so easy to lose them over time.
You have summons too. I get the point, but I think it's like
It's always, but it's always a
Players'
huge
forces
disadvantage
are
if your
under attack.
enemies know where your buildings are, but you don't know where their
town is
buildings
under
are.
siege.
So
yeah,
I wouldn't.
that's true. When you don't know, it's hard. But the far side level 3, I don't know. And the heroes, they have 2 disables on the orcs. That's good as well to have. Attacking Layla, I'm not sure if it's the right idea.
I guess it is. I think.
I don't know. You can never say what is right though. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's totally wrong. I think it's fine to weaken it. And he's going for the Tree of Life here, which is a bit painful for Lelu, but he has a lot of gold
The
still.
town is under siege.
We'll be down to 1 Moonwell, right?
Players'
If
forces are
he's
under attack.
getting that kill.
He would.
And now he's moving in with a Fire Lord and stuff. So this is definitely going to kill at least 1 building of Airenikus.
Still offering to stop. So he's still willing to peace at this point. Iron is his last home. EHS has the 3 heroes. Yeah, that will be painful when he gets revealed. He doesn't have a peon anymore, so that sucks with against the summons now for him.
Yeah, so everyone but
Eshan is definitely in best position now
A town is
because
under
of the
siege.
necro in the trees.
Necropolis won't be that easy to kill. I mean, of course with Earthquake or
The
with
players' forces
Volcano,
are under
but
attack.
with Wolves it will take a while.
And Lelu doesn't have the priestess. Hurts like crazy now. The owl would be so nice to have. Gonna have one last chance to get it, maybe. He can sell a TP for sure. You don't need that. People are bored now. Panda ultimate is amazing here. He can definitely lame Iron out over time. Panda gonna get level 7 soon.
Forces are under attack.
They got so many unit kills here by just killing
I
them.
just got $10 from EP for the ladder challenge.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
good.
nice.
Hey. Why would they leave? I guess no one is blessed by as much patience as we have.
Yeah. And now, yeah. Basically
Eshan Yeah, sorry.
yeah, basically 2 players are revealed now. Like Eshan is still somewhat revealed, and then Airenikus is 2.
And Eshan he's still wanting to build the burrow here.
I wonder if Lelu should go for like the tactical reveal just for the sake of it, because he has the goal to get another 2 trees.
I have no idea. Well, he got scouted in right now.
Yeah.
That's right with the panda ult. That's what I said as well.
I think something I always like to do, and I rarely ever saw other people doing that, is like use the panda ultimate outside of, like away from the place you want to kill something at, and then just walk in with a non-earth.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant as well, because you can't really kill the two pandas fast enough before they die.
Yeah, you will get off at least like 4, 5, 6 hits with each.
Okay, he revealed the Necro now with the far side.
Yeah, but it should be revealed on the minimap, so.
Will they will try to get the priestess? I'm not sure.
I like how everyone's.
Oh, maybe the tree cannot pass as well?
A player's
Yes.
forces are under attack.
I guess.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I mean, the ultimate should be able to.
Yeah, for sure. But like, is it really not? There's no way they will be allowed to regame, right?
No.
What would you do if they just left? Like, go by the score, or
Then red wins.
that would be nice.
I mean, I guess since.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, if 3 players agree to regame, like, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I
But
mean,
it seems fishy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could set a bad precedent. Look, Eshan is going for Lelu now. Why is Lelu walking away? Oh, he's going for the borrow.
Town is under siege.
He just gave up the tree. He's got one more wisp here to build another one.
And Airenikus is just confused what's happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, for for Lilo and Eshan both being the ones at the top of the scoreboard right now, Airenikus is like the safest. If they can't win for sure, it's better for them to just
Yeah.
kill each other.
Lelu is
Ooh, surrounded the Fire Lord.
He doesn't have anything to TP to. Iron is finally moving, but he has to be rather fast. Because his buildings are revealed and Lelu is above. He just has one more tree to build.
What is
But
that?
he's still-
Oh, I thought he misses with the earthquake. Wow.
Yeah, and he can shockwave as well to speed it up. And the wards, okay, he should be definitely.
And what is Lilo doing? Oh, he's moving too late, is he? Oh, he's moving too late. Oh, he's moving too late. Wow. That was super close.
Yeah.
And now it's
Now
going-
Eshan is in a better spot for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the voodoo launch is revealed, no? So I guess
I'm not sure if it is.
I think it was. So I'm very surprised. I mean, maybe it isn't, because otherwise I would expect Airenikus to move north. Do you think Airenikus could go for the hero kill here, or is it too risky?
He should try maybe.
It's super
'Cause-
risky, but I guess he should. Yeah.
As long as at least he would keep him occupied.
Oh, he finds him now.
It
Now he
wasn't-
moves. Now
was
he
impressive.
moves with the aura. But
At
it's
least
so
do damage to the mountain giant. It's still good if he just does damage at least.
A player's forces are
Silence again.
But only on the. Oh no, he got all 3.
Trends are standing, but the mountain giant is gonna walk over there, start killing stuff.
Nice
Panda
split
will
by
ultimate.
Eshan.
Yeah, looks good for him. The voodoo lounge is. Oh, he might get chain stomp. No man, stomp, not wave.
What the heck? Yeah, I thought he had mana for both, but that was a.
Yeah, even if he
Chain.
did, like you want to chain the stomps and hex. Eshan doesn't have a stab though. Well,
Eshan should send the mountain giant south, I guess.
Player's forces are under attack.
yeah, for sure. I expected him to do it. He doesn't have staff, so
And now
he's
he's
waiting
moving
for
away.
the panda split.
He's moving away with the FS. I feel that's super risky.
Understand it. Panda, he needs to be hexed soon or he will split.
The town
Oh,
is
man.
under siege.
Man, this is so close.
And now Eshan
No,
revealed.
no, don't let him do. Hex him! Boy!
A
But
player's
Invis
forces
potion
are
is
under attack.
useless as heck. Farsight is there, so... He bought dust when he's Farsight. Okay, but he should be able to just attack. Okay. Now it should be good for Iran.
The Panda was like, I think in Ishan's place, the Panda, he should have hidden it somewhere. Like that was super risky because the Panda is the way he wins this safe.
Yeah, or he could have split it, you know?
Yeah, not safely. I mean, look at Airenikus now. He's moving northeast, so I guess he has a great chance to win this still.
Yeah, Ishan can't build anything now.
Yeah,
No go.
and Keeper's out of mana too, so he can't even kill the buildings.
But this was a nice,
Town is under
nice game.
Yeah, very nice.
But the Panda, if he split the Panda, he could still run with it, I guess, because, you know,
Yeah.
Cyclone the DC without the speed. I don't know, just attack the SH with the Fire Panda.
Yeah, very, very interesting game. Down to the last building.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I would prefer if there wasn't so much sitting later, but before that it was pure action all the
Yeah,
time. So.
2 hours 48 is like not too bad. Like it's 1 hour too long, I would say, but